This is Rolling to Die, episode 115. Father of Linux. Doomsdays. All right. Hello, guys, girls, and squirrels.
Squirrel?
This is Rolling to Die. And I'm your head game master here, Henry, also known as Mayhem the Heart's Mace. And tonight, most of the people that are usually on with me on the screen are actually here in the studio. So we're going to be introducing everybody all proper as I play as a Mayhem, the Heart's Mace, as you see his name, but also on the side as Chrome Toon Kroll and Lou Wormwood if needed. All right, on that, we're going to introduce everybody else from in the room. We're going to start off with Dom over here.
Hey guys, Dom, aka Sage the Intelligent, is playing with Kit tonight, your favorite high elf rogue. So let's not deal with fire today, okay? No spitfire.
All right, James.
What character playing that?
Ruben.
I'm James. I'm playing as Dragon Slayer Ruben, the level 20 rock gnome, commander of frogs.
Froggies.
Yeah, they laugh until they fight them.
How amphibiously Debbie.
The scariest things you'll ever meet when you actually face a wave of frogs. And last but not least,
And I know you guys have been recognizing the voice. It is yours truly playing as Edward Knight. I am DJ Thunderbass, bringing you the music.
awesome on that one. So, other people will be joining us later tonight. They have some other things to take care of first. You know, you have your life duties first. I said duty. Ha! On that note, episode 115 of Doom Saints meet Father of Minutes, Voltrix. All right, you guys remember what happened last left off before we ended last week? Or do you want me to go off and start off with this?
A lot of fire.
Oh, yes, a lot of fire.
Fire!
As everybody rained fire on this mimic giant house and took on it with a stone dragon, they headed off to a magical room that Luna made with a door that she drew and a magical handle she stuck in place. All of them slept in their magical rooms for that short period of time, all taking a long rest for all their characters. After that, all of you woke up What do you guys do at the early morning when you first wake up, hearing a little ring at each one of your doors, or a bell, like a little alarm clock, just to let everybody know to get ready? You hear ding 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 ding.
Ah!
So what do you say, uh, Kit, as you first wake up in your special room that you made or you had when you walked in as it became imaginary, of how you wanted it to be?
Fire! There's no fire in here. Why is there a loud bell in here?
Opens.
No.
As your door opens up slightly,
Hello?
you see a short woman, green hair, peep her head out, and you see the big purple armored, angry Mayhem peek his head out too. And you hear from Lunel, "It's time to wake up. Sorry we had to drag your body. You kind of passed out during the fight." Mayhem going, "Yeah, you, I don't know how the hell we missed that stone, but it hit you right in the damn head. Glad you're alive. All you seen was fire and explosions, and then the ceiling caved in, and most of you survived, and you got knocked out. We had to drag you here."
Can we not talk about explosions? The last thing I need is Abnar Spitfire everywhere. Ah! Ow! My back. Can I just go
There's
back?
a lot
To,
of explosions from upstairs.
can I just go back to sleep and wake up with nothing scaring the crap out of me? Oh. What now?
We have to get ready.
Oh.
Get the others. Get dressed. And she closed the door,
Why me?
and we head off to Reuben's room. Reuben showed up to the special door to the room, and the room became your imagination, whether you wanted it. Whatever your imagination is, whatever the room is, as we knock on the door and we open the door. So what does it look like as we walk in?
Oh, it's all swampy and stuff like that. You got, the dead trees, you got the mark and everything. And then one of the trees you see a little hut. A little tree, tree fort, and I made myself and everything. And as I wake up, I go, guess it's time to open up a cold one boys. One of the frogs half full with 2 cold drinks, one for me, one for it. And we open it.
Oh, that's great.
And then we head out and meet everyone.
Perfect sound and everything. As you really open something. As we nod and you walk out, a couple frogs, and it goes, Edward Knight, as the group heads to your door and knocks on your door, and and 12 plus, what is my dex? 4. Nope. Wrong character. Five. Okay, so 17.
Perfect. You're fine then.
All right, Mayhem knocks on the door. What do you
It's
have?
because of the fact that that explosion you guys just heard came from Edward's room.
Oh dear. We open the door and smoke starts billowing out. What the hell did you do again?
Well, you said I could have any. You said I could do anything I wanted, so I turned it from a bedroom into a training room.
We look over and see there's weight sets, gym weapons, swords sticking into the wall, some that are dummies, a couple that look like Abner for some reason. He's like, and a few other Justly characters.
So, what was it you said you were gonna be doing now?
Well, now we have to go and investigate the rest of this area and meet this Mimic God as he presents himself. Let's find out. Luna looks down, shakes her head no. 4 fingers and 1 down. And you look up and you see Mayhem's 1 finger. As it gives you the middle finger as he says it. What do you say?
So, you gotta at least be close to it, right?
Luna nods her head, and she looks around, and her book opens up and flashes. And you see it kind of look like a map, glowing, like green lighted glow. And you see a pinpoint of the 4 dots glowing where we're standing. And past that veil of that door, you see 1 dot. It's close to this giant aura area. That seems like a giant house that we haven't gotten to. It's close, right next to it.
Ah, looks like trouble.
Mayhem looks over going, looks like a trap. Sounds like a trap. Smells like a trap. Yeah, this room smells like a trap. So, guys ready?
Go there.
We do have to go there, no matter what. Luna nods her head and opens the door. Alright, so you guys all gonna get to the main area, or you're gonna eat, or you're gonna get ready? What do you guys do to prepare as a group now, as all of you are in the main hall together?
I'm a big berry, and I am good for the next 24 hours on food.
Alright, Ruben pops in the berry, and he's good for 24 hours.
What do you mean you guys are?
Mayhem looks over and sees a couple of those berries, and he eats like 3 of them, and Luna slaps him and goes, you know what's gonna happen? He's like, oh, and he runs to the bathroom, and she's like,
Yeah.
What about second good berry?
eating too many makes a difference. As Mayhem's learned. He'll be back in a minute. As that goes on,
Kid pulls a blindfold, and he just goes start picking one berry and then just doing no.
man, you're gonna have the worst case of shitteroos. No, but you're good. Do you guys want to head through the door now, all as a group? And do you want to be stealthy about it, or do you just want to open the door and just walk right through? You guys want to plan it, discuss it?
I have an unseen servant.
Unseen servant. Okay.
Who can go and open that door so we don't take any of the issue?
It's not something that technically distracts whatever's been waiting at the door just in case.
Exactly.
Luna slaps you.
Hey! What was that for? 3, 2, 1.
You have a horrible rumbling in your stomach. The bathroom that Mayhem just opened up is open now as he walks out going, I think you need this, as you suddenly have to run to the bathroom.
Are you sure you want to? Oh no. Yeah.
So as you're doing that, the rest of us plan. Sorry, Dom, you shouldn't have ate all of them. James was smart. He knows what these do. They state that for a reason. It gives you a full 24 hours of nutrients and food of what you
I'll
need.
eat one. It's like that bread from our little ring.
Right? Except for Pippin. Yeah, you just pulled a Pippin. You literally just pulled a Pippin. As you start burping horribly, but you'll be fine. And a minute later, you come out of the bathroom. Luna looks over, shaking her head, going, please, next time, listen. You see Rome, and you see Pando saying, we're going to stay back until later. Just in case for the other wounded. As the other NPC characters are going to have held back, such as Daniels and Jakir. Yeah, I did. Oh, whatever. We'll get there. Correct me later. And then Alex, she'll correct me on her name when she pops in here. You guys all open. You open the door. You said with the unseen servant.
Yes.
All right. Roll a perception check for me with that unseen servant. Let that let him explain to him what you are. Roll straight. Roll straight then. Roll straight between.
Ooh, 6.
You walk out the door, just fine and dandy. You have no idea what's going on as the door opens up. 3 seconds later, as the door opens, you hear a wind of, and the door breaks through like a big mace or hammer, rip right through it. And you see the unseen servant get ripped in half. Something was waiting.
Well, it's a good thing I said that.
As Little's jaw is dropped, going, it was not supposed to damage the door. It was magical means until I take you. What just splashed at the door? As you see a giant eyeball through the door. I'll say hi later. I warned you. Now get back to it and see if you can cure me unique with the hunter. Yeah. It blinks once. It blinks twice.
That's it.
3 plus 8.
4th level fireball.
Just right to an eyeball. By the way, you guys are how far away from the door? Explain. The circumference of this air radiance is about a 40-foot room, a circle. Alright, so the front door, you're firing right at it. Alright, so you guys will be okay. No one's gonna get hit. That's
It won't affect me anyways.
alright, so how much damage do you do?
Doing 34 fire damage.
You see it blinking over here. And then you hear silence. Nina looks around going, run! As she looks up and you see the fireball shooting down at you guys. Portal open. I want everybody here to make it next save to see if you can get out of the vicinity of a 20-foot AoE. If you guys are technically near the center,
Hopefully it's just fire.
it is. For you, it may not do much. Everybody else,
16 plus 9, 25.
you get predicted 24 for investigation. Damn. Gone.
Yeah! Why?
Okay. Mayhem, okay, 18 plus 5. Okay, he's pretty good. Uno. You got an 18 plus 5 too, winning. They both get out of the way.
Yeah! He jumps.
Giant fireball hits right into the way you guys are looking at. Explain it.
Jumps on Mayhem's head.
Yeah!
Get your elven ass off me, you weird little pointy ear folk. The little goes, I'm pointy ear. You're a nice pointy ear. I'm talking about the elves.
Take the fire, you idiots! I'm not ready to burn!
Here, I'll throw you to Ed.
Are you sure that'll make him burn worse?
Don't throw me here,
Why do you
please!
think I'm throwing you?
Good point.
I use a strength check. 12 plus 5 is 17. Roll a strength check to see if you can hold on to me or not.
Alright. Strength check do we do? And we have a 16 plus 2, 18.
18, okay. You actually beat me.
I'm not any, no, space, don't kill me!
I go to throw you and you just hang out and I go. I get an elf stuck to my head.
Just save me from fire right
As
now!
this strange weird shit's going on. The mimic plus looks at you guys and blinks and goes, "Well, I wasn't expecting that either."
Nope.
And he blinks the third time and you see it disappear. Yo,
I would love. I would see some funny now. Can I roll a percent? Just to jump off of Mayhem's head, just the fact that he saw a mimic. Because like, if I'm successful, then that's when he actually thinks. Okay, and you roll for perception. Not perception. What else? Oh, athletics. To jump off Mayhem.
okay. Off Mayhem.
So athletics roll. So we have an 8 plus 15. 23.
All right, so explain to me how you jump off, where you land. How does it look?
So what happens was when he saw the mimic, he just stuck like, okay, I jump off now. Jumps off and just goes to a higher ground, like holding on to the ceiling. When do we get out of these crazy things, please? I'm tired of staring at mimics.
You actually know what happened. Look at that. Snaps her fingers. She starts seeing the own room. Everybody's starting to disappear into your tears. And like, time to walk out, everybody.
Good. First
I can
dibs.
only hold this without the spell intact.
Good. Good. First dibs.
Who wants to walk out first?
Me. I'll do it.
All right, you run out first.
First dibs. Get out of the way. He bumps into everybody. Just keep running, even though he's not stronger than everyone. Move it. Out of the way. Gotta go. Getting out of this mimic and fire. Come on. Sorry, Ed. I didn't mean to bump into you.
Look at that save.
That's sorry.
You to me, you have to make a dex save now.
Well, plus 9.
Okay, good.
You're good.
He just goes straight walking past. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump you. I'm playing crazy house.
Keep your heads out. You know, you guys all either use your ask or roll perception.
Ooh, right.
I got it. It's
Roll for me.
This is really good for passive perception.
Yeah.
Geez, Mike, I got.
Yeah. Ironic.
Did I don't have spoken because I do not have a good.
Mayhem got a 17. Luna got. So, is things around you in the base area. You don't see
That's my bad. So this.
anybody that got above 16 can see more. Anybody got over.
Ooh. Okay. Passive.
All right, so if you guys can see on you see on the broken in the bird. You see broken, smashed, you see a few new so things have moved around looking for you. This one, that strange dragon you guys have in the garden, the front door, shattered all over the ground. Feeling giant strange dragon that was how the hell?
Of course. You said something that was. What do you say? Not me. Anything else?
As you hear mayhem,
Oh, I don't like the sound of this.
we are now before they.
For what? For
You
what?
think that giant eyeball was? That was just one. Little nods going, we have fought this thing a few times.
This should have never asked for me. Yeah, just not keep quiet.
If you guys start walking, you guys want to head towards the direction where the book is, where Luna senses it?
I do.
Point towards the direction.
Sure.
In front. You look like being back.
I'm doing that.
Mayhem will go on as heavy point.
I'm in the middle of it. I'm not making
Luna will stay in the direction of right in front of you. Ruben will probably be behind Mayhem.
Also, this is all the back.
That's fine. You can, I'm large to you because I'm 6'8".
I'm the shortest.
Nice cat.
I'm literally
Bigger
one.
than you.
I'm really one of the two shortest people in the group.
The only reason I'm able to hide is because that's the only reason.
Oh God, you're gonna that release. I'm gonna be then I'm gonna be laughing. He's
That
gone.
actually reminds me of you.
There is something else we need to actually for all of us. I would like to roll 2d20 for me. Tell me this.
2d20.
Nat 20 and 11. Not
17 and 9.
17 and what?
17 and a 9.
9 and what did you say about there?
I got it. 11. 1 and a 10.
No one else is in yet, so look at that.
And that's still for the last one.
I'm gone.
You shadow behind where Dom or Kit, you're walking. And you think you're talking to Edward Hexton.
That's everything I need to do.
And you turn behind you.
Oh, what do you be happening, Ed?
He's not there.
Ed?
You notice your shadow is
Don't pay attention to it.
Don't scare me like
and you
that!
notice there's two shadows. You have your shadow and another shadow. That's
Ed, don't scare me like that! Give you warning, would you? I hate when you do like this.
And by the way, we can do all through that. Which is a kid.
so you can reply with nothing.
And you're the only one.
You're like freaking out behind us. Luno's looking back and seeing you just going as you're walking, but you're talking in your head, talking to Ed, freaking out. And Luno's just shaking her head. Why do I have the elf behind me? And then Mayhem finally reaches the big stone wall to where everything fell. And there's a big boulder. He looks back at all of you and you see him huff at first. You go, what's wrong? I had angry. And you see him not. When you see him
I do apologize for my tardiness, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Your character and level.
I am Grisma the Face the Top.
Alright, Grismot the face. I want you to roll 2d20 for me, please.
If I must.
Oh, you're gonna have to. You better, mother.
A 5 and a 15.
A 5 and a 15.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so as you're sleeping in your room, the bell rang. The bell rang again. The bell rang again. We opened the door and told you to get up. You waved your hand. Nah. We walked and all kept going. While that was all happening, a giant fireball hit in the room as you're laying there sleeping. Abruptly sound down the halls. We left in a rough right after. Most
Why
of
is
the other
everything shaking?
But when you first walk out, if you do wake up, when you open your door, you'll see a bunch of smoke, but you'll also see something else. So do you want to open your door and see what's going on outside of your bedroom?
Sure. Why not?
All right, you wake up. Everything that was nice for you, you had fun. You notice the bedroom is looking a little different now. Wow. What timing? It's late too!
Yeah, my apologies.
No,
It's
you're
a
good. You're good. You're good.
Intro. Greetings and
Intro
salutations,
yourself.
everybody. It's yours truly, Alliance72. Coming back to play as your favorite draconic sorcerer, Avner, ready to cast some fireballs. Been a busy week. My apologies.
Prove you made me fire.
All right, roll 2d20 for me.
Yep.
And I'm going to have you and Grismont have a scenario.
Oh, no.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to that.
Both of you decided to oversleep.
The world is shaking.
The fires are.
Don't jinx it, Ed,
Oh, it's going to be
please.
funny. While we're all walking and breaking through these rocks, you see Mayhem transforming. When you first see him smile, you see his fangs expand, and you see his lips rip and tear as he tears his own face, and his wolf head expands out. And you see his body erupt and get huge. As he was around 6'8", now he's around 7 foot plus.
I hate when he does that transformation.
As this big gray and black werewolf in purple armor, and two different kind of maces. One regular mace, one flail, and then a giant axe on his back. You can hear him scream and howl, and he grabs the first boulder and rages. That throw a 18 plus a dirt or plus a 20 of strength.
Nice.
A shadow comes off your back that mimics your shape, as I have just summoned one of my displacer beasts to help you.
As we
Nice.
start moving boulders while you guys are doing it. So while we're doing this and moving boulders, Mayhem and anybody else that helps move them, Lunal's she's using her telekinetic ring for telekinesis, lifting up boulders up to 1,000 pounds and moving them around.
I'm using my shadow.
You're using your shadow creatures to move them and help loosen the boulders.
The pop in the shadow underneath the boulder, and just
Oh, wow.
I can't do a dang thing.
Carry on.
putting the output over top of where the pile is.
Roll
I don't know. I can't do nothing. He can't do anything.
intelligence check for me with advantage. As you know how to do this, but you got to have the showing your skill.
I rolled 2 11s.
That's a
plus
critical.
1.
Those are criticals. So anything you roll doubles on is a critical. And rolling to die. It doesn't matter if it's 2 nat 1s or 2 nat 20s. A critical's a critical. So explain to me how you move a large path of boulders within a 20-foot circumference, making it seem only at 10 feet long.
So what I do is I basically set up my shadow underneath it,
Okay.
but I use my feet within the shadow
Oh,
Okay.
cute little doggy.
to kind of help in specific areas of the boulder
Yeah.
to make it easier to crumble down into the shadow.
Okay. So you do that for about a 20-foot circumference, moving and shifting it all around as you roll the critical.
Yep, and that would take up my entire action.
Yep, your whole action, your bonus actions, everything else, movement, all gone. Yep. To do this formality. Your thing's done. Everybody else does their thing. We're going to now shift over to Grisma and Abner. Abner, you wake up in your room that was made for you how you imagined it as you walk into your room.
After getting the news about my nephew and Silverine being captured, I basically,
Yep.
after that fireball, I just go back to my room, collapse from exhaustion from that day, in complete
wake
shock
up-
of what happened. Wake up,
You
yep.
wake up after oversleeping, hearing a fireball, knowing that sound, as you heard it echo down the hallway.
Then you break, and then you see Griswold with a big old boot breaking down his door. Why are you setting the damn place on fire?
As he ran to your room
Was I
with
still
instinct,
fireballing again?
as
I didn't
he
get mushroom, I swear.
Which is actually the second explosion that went off.
right? So technically the second explosion so far. But you guys heard that Grisma comes in assuming automatically it's Abner doing this because Abner's always lighting fireballs everywhere he goes. I didn't say what size the room is. I said I cast fireball. So
Guilty as
Abner's
charged.
like, it's not me. And you realize there's no one else around. And you're starting to realize the room's just starting to get dimmer. And it's starting to change.
Uh-oh. I'm going to
You're
get out of that
starting to
room as
feel-
soon as I can.
Yeah. You guys leave the room, and as you leave the room, you close the door behind you.
Yep.
As you reach for the door handle, the door's gone.
Oh,
Grisma,
okay.
your
Weird thing.
room's gone. Half
Weird
the
things.
hallway.
Okay, we're gonna. Grisma, we
I
have.
need both of you to
Where's
roll an
everybody?
acrobatics or athletics check to see if you can run down the hallway fast enough.
All
to
right,
get
let's see if I
to
got
the,
this. in me.
entrance.
I'm not
I'm
in
good.
dragon form.
Net 20 plus 10, 30.
All right,
Oh,
well,
my
that's how you're able.
My
You're
two
able to help.
D20s to start off are 16 and 17. Sorry for that.
That's perfectly fine. That's good though.
Let
Both
me
of you make it
find.
down the hallway. Explain to me how you run down the hallway as you see behind you, kind of like the lights are
Oh,
shutting
wow.
off, and then everything behind the lights in the darkness starts to look like it's falling or deteriorating or disappearing.
I yell over to Abner. I go, leg it! And just start running towards the end.
I think I outrun you, dude, because I hit a net 20 plus 9, 29. Just,
I got 30.
One after another,
Yeah.
after another.
oh, you were ahead of me then. I'm like right behind you, like, I'm hurrying, I'm hurrying.
Like that
Leg it!
like
You
that
seriously
scene
pull my arm
where the
down.
bridge is
Leg it!
You guys jump out of the hallway just in time as the hallway disappears. As you look up at the ceiling and start to see it
Oh, shit.
slowly dropping from 60 feet to 50 feet, 40 feet, and you see the door. You guys want to run to that door?
Of course I'm running to the door. We got to get out of here,
30
Grisma. Come
feet.
on.
Yeah, I'll run to the door.
20 feet. It is now almost at the 15-foot range. I want both of you to run acrobatics or athletics checks to see if you can run it out of this door in time before all the magical effects that was holding it shut down.
19 plus
Luna's
9,
magic-
29.
13 plus 10, 23.
You both got over 16?
Yep.
All right. You both explain to me how you run out of the door as everything is falling, collapsing, and dropping out of this one door hole. Who had the highest? It was
I don't
Grisma.
I just show and choke my way through the door.
You smash through this half-broken door, realizing it's already broken.
Mhm, mhm.
When you knew it was of magical means by Lunal, but it's gone now. Something destroyed the door as you smashed through it.
Oh, shit.
You guys are already too late for what happened though. As you smash through, and here comes Abner landing on Grisma. As you both look over and see everything just deteriorate and just the door just disappear.
No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm not going out like this. I got a nephew and I got a girl to save.
You jump out of the way just in time as the doors close out. And then you hear from a distance. Roll a perception check to make sure you both can hear this.
All right. Perception should have been at the very top. Why did I not pin it? There it is. Oh, it's awful looking.
Great way to wake
This
up.
is DBA I'm using. I'm not joking. It says nat 20 plus 2, 22.
Ooh, damn. What'd you get, Grisma?
I got 8 plus 5, 13.
So, Grismont, you kind of see what's around you, but you do see figures ahead throwing boulders. It looks kind of fun. They look kind of familiar. For you, Abner, you see everything. You even see the freaking sounds.
I see colors.
You see the title of the show. You're like, what? So, as you look, you see Mayhem, Luno, Edward Knight, Reuben, and Kit.
Well, no, they wouldn't see me.
Well, no, they see a shadow. They see shadow figures or whatnot. But that's about it. Well, Abner has net 20. He's seen all of it except for like whatever that is. Now he doesn't see direct.
I would have
But
dropped
first
down.
things first.
Shadow
Grisma
creatures.
grabs Owen by the neck. Go, stop lighting things on fire.
That wasn't me. I swear this time. It ain't a mushroom.
Yeah, right.
Become aware. Because remember, but it's a laser beam mimicking your form.
Oh yeah, well it does, but it won't turn you into it.
No, I'm hidden. I'm in a chat. I'm dropped down
Right,
in my
yeah, you
shadow.
can mimic the wear at that time.
Mhm.
You won't
But
be.
my displacer beast is the one that.
Yeah, it's mimicked as wear right now.
Yeah.
Technically, you
I
can summon
did it.
wares.
I am hidden.
Yeah.
In the shadow.
Yeah, get people to do an extra certain type of check with you. So you look over as you guys are arguing. As you walk up to the group, you see Mayhem and Luno and Edward Knight and Kit and Reuben.
Yep.
Doing their thing, breaking through this giant boulder of rocks and everything to path to get to the book. There's only a few more boulders left. As you see Mayhem look back, smile at Grismont going, well, you're late to the party. Maybe you can help me smash these last rocks. We gotta run through it.
Oh, wow. And
As you see Mayhem as his werewolf form. All right. Roll a strength check for me as you're running through the rocks with me. Reuben, are you still hiding right behind me?
Nope, I'm jumping off as you start running towards the rock.
All right, I was about to ask that.
I was waiting to say something.
We start charging at the rocks, Mayhem and Grismont.
19.
Nice.
18 plus 5. Nice. Okay. We both smash into the rocks. You hit it first and crack the first layer. Whoa! And then Mayhem smashes right through and makes so we both just break it. And you can see this hole. But you see a big gray and black werewolf smash out one side and a big green orc patch out the other side. As now there's a hole big enough that's about 6 foot wide and about maybe about 6 to 7 foot tall. As we had to run and charge and duck while we were smashing through.
Mhm.
You guys all want to run through before it gets unsafe?
Might as well.
Everybody roll in acrobatics or athletics to make sure you can get through this tunnel. It's about 5, 10, 15, 20 feet long. It'll take 20 feet of your movement.
16. 6 plus 10. 16.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
16 and 16.
I got a D20 here now.
Dirty 20.
Plus 4, 13.
Oh, no.
Wow.
So you got a dirty.
Wow. That is.
What'd you get, Dom?
15, 26.
26. Okay. Kit makes it through like nothing. Reuben runs past just like it's like he's playing
I'm
around.
not running. I'm just walking. I'm just.
Yeah, for you, that's
Mom-
nothing.
Mom looking around.
You're like,
Kid stepping and dodging like a rogue.
like Kit jumps over you, runs past.
He walks so fast that it literally is almost for him.
It's like it's literally fast,
Just,
not even trying.
it's like he's just a robot.
Yeah,
He's
so-
dodging like a.
As all of you are making it through Grismont, Mayhem, Luno, everybody else, Edward Knight, sadly, right as everybody does get through, it crumbles and breaks. Starts smashing around everything. I need you to do an acrobatics or athletics checks with disadvantage this time.
Not disadvantage.
The shadow creature will give you a chance to protect yourself.
I'm gonna re-roll that because they.
Yeah, he's cocked.
Oh.
There you go. Got a nat 20 and a
Yes,
3.
but it's a
It's disadvantage.
Man.
Oh,
And that 20 would have been so nice.
12 because it's a 9. It's a +9. You my athletics.
So you at least take half damage, but your shadow creature or a displayer beast is going to be dead for now until you bring it back. You take
I'll bring it
24
back.
points of crushing. All right. As your left leg gets caught, as you're jumping out of your shadow to finally get out, a part of the boulder wedges between your leg
Oh.
and knocks you on the ground. Does anybody want to try to help Edward Knight as he is now stuck in front of everybody? And face plants. Your leg right now is bleeding. As you took that 24 points.
I'll go into it.
Yeah, it's bleeding right now.
I will try and help.
Left leg.
Same here. We want us to roll for.
A strength check. Everybody roll a strength check if they want to help lift this boulder off his
All
leg.
right, here we go. A nat 20 plus 2, 22.
Plus
Oh, wow.
9.
Nice. And, 13
I got
plus 5,
14
Wow.
plus 4.
Okay, so 18 for you
19
as well.
plus 9.
James,
28
you're
for Abner.
watching here.
And this time I use that
Once
for
he's
D20.
out, I'll go to cure wounds and deal with 2 HP.
Okay, but that's fine. That at least makes so stop the bleeding. The hell, Don?
I'm still a tester guy.
My shoulder hit my body.
That is
It's
low
fine.
one,
You
so.
can make some room if you need to.
I want-
Watch certain things.
I wanted to
trying to
feel like I
reach
was
for- I was
helping.
trying to
Yeah.
put it-
So all of you help lift this boulder off him and pulls his leg out just in time. And then here comes Reuben and just taps at his leg and just a little knee for a second. But it was just enough right where his leg was bleeding. It stopped him from eternally bleeding because it was his left leg where the main vein is. So Edward Knight's like, oh, that would have hurt really bad. So that ends that part for you guys. You guys have finally shifted over. I can move your characters.
It all fell.
Oh, I was supposed to do that anyways. It's funny. You are actually supposed to be here. Good night. Hit. The other kick character I'm trying to find. I don't remember where I put him. He's somewhere around here.
Oh, God.
Mayhem. Lunal. Reuben. That's all of them for now. Oh, Abner. Where's your fireballness? There it is.
I got you.
Aw, the baby doesn't want to go to bed.
Oh, poor kid.
Yeah, well, it's her birthday today. She's had all this sugar. She's probably all wound up.
Oh, I totally forgot it was her birthday. Happy birthday, little one. Finally 2. Oh no. Oh no, terrible 2s.
Yeah.
Yeah. She shows her love by slapping the hell out of me and drop kicking me. She executes the perfect drop kick. I'm not even joking. She's 1 year old and already knows how to do a perfect drop kick. Now she's 2. Now she's going to be doing a Stockholm Stunner or an RKO. Randomly out of nowhere, she's just going to do something to me. And I'm like, I didn't even teach you that. You haven't even seen wrestling yet. How are you knowing these things? Genetics. Carry on.
Yeah.
When your dad used to be one of the top fighters in Michigan at one point, her daughter becomes one too. This is going to be a very interesting thing. To see Chaotica show up one day on the ring and ruin everybody. All right, so back to the story. We all make it through. I would like everybody to roll a perception check. As we have all exited, the dust is finally settled from all of the rubble smashing and 24. Right under your feet.
Okay.
There's another dice. There's a dice tower here too. It does launch shit off. That's why I put this stuff right here. You roll.
I didn't even realize that was a dice tower.
Yeah, it's that. I didn't know it was at first either. It's a cool thing of books and swirls. I thought I bought it for that. No, and it's a freaking dice tower, and I was like,
Oh.
it's 2 in 1, perfect.
A 7 plus
Yeah.
14,
Wow. Yeah,
21.
it's meant perfectly to roll dice of that size.
A 7 plus 14, 21.
As you constantly have rumbling and shaking that's going around, like
The
mountain-
Perception?
is shifted in some form from all of this chaos that's happened, even after 8 hours. There seems like there's other things moving around.
This is perception.
Yes, perception.
16 plus 2,
Okay.
18 for Abner.
19, yeah.
What were we rolling again?
Perception.
Perception. Mayhem got a nat 1.
Oh no. Oh no.
He doesn't.
I got
He
10.
lifts up
5 plus
and
5.
gets hit right in the face by a rock and takes 11 points of damage.
Ouch.
Luna rolls a 17 for perception. All of you that rolled over a 14 and up, you see gravestones. You see about 4 or 5 of them around you. You see some kind of like a house that's meant to have a little graveyard. Kind of like maybe he was the gravekeeper that lived near the town that lived in the cave. This was his house many years ago. You see statues of giant hands reaching like they're out of the ground. You look over and see a giant, nice house, and then a hand run across the roof, kind of like the Thing from Addams Family. For those who rolled 18 and up, like that too, Katie, you see a fiery flame from a woman on your right-hand side, about 7 foot tall, standing in flames, changing her height when she chooses, but this time she wants to be noticed.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Big fiery wings open up, and a laugh.
Oh no.
You gotta be joking up there.
Oh, Edward, nice.
Oh no.
Hubby, I want your soul.
Edward. Oh, boy.
As his ex-girlfriend shows up.
Edward, how did she find us?
Wait a minute. You two know each other?
Where's Abner when we need to fire this to them?
Look behind you.
You hear
What's up, little squirt?
Lunal going. You hear Lunal do a facepalm and go, I told you one thing not to fuck, Edward. One thing. And the drunken nights that I told you not to fuck, you went and fucked. Why?
I had no choice.
Kid face palms.
You did what? Well, what can I do if you put fire chains around me?
Mayhem looks over going, I walked in on it. I didn't know what was going on. Just kind of walked away. And I thought he was just sleeping on a blanket of fire.
Abner just,
I didn't know it was her.
Kid outburst.
Abner
Leader.
looks at
I
Edward.
just thought,
My
help me.
man.
Was just sleeping.
Mayhem, what kind of babysitting was that?
Hey guys, I didn't say I was the best babysitter for you guys. I'm not no Breakfast Club. Do you know what that is? I mean, actually, he's doing a lot of those books. Go on. Babysitter's Club too. I was wrong that age. It was funny. Go back to it, guys, girls, and squirrels. As you look over and you see her screech at you all, you see a fiery beam go at Edward Knight. Firebolt does a 19 hit.
Oh no.
Damn.
Crap, and that would have healed me.
She rolls her eyes at you.
He's wearing protection
She
this
goes-
time, lass.
You're either gonna join me, or we're gonna have a problem. Okay?
Oh, honey, guaranteed I will kill you one day.
One day. How about now?
Abner starts looking for a bucket of water anywhere he can find one.
Wait, what
She
do
looks at
mean?
you. I
What
said
do you
eternal
mean?
love of flame forever, bitch. And I mean it.
Edward, your ex is crazy.
Well rewarded wish. and I can just wish her away for you.
Oh shit, that's dark. As Luna looks over, going, and she starts reading her book. I'll give you a wish spell in 10 minutes. And she starts casting a spell, but it takes 10 minutes of reading. And then she looks over and goes, I need a guard. And Mayhem stands right in front of her and stomps his feet. As ready to take whatever that gets fired
I
at.
take to the sky.
You take to the sky, okay. Wait, you fly now?
I've been able to fly.
Can I
Didn't
roll?
you notice? Things on my feet? Oh wait, no, that's right. You
Can I
never
roll
liked
for
my feet.
stealth?
Yes, you can roll for stealth if you like.
Here we
Anybody
go.
else want to roll for stealth as this little one-on-one is going on for a second?
Well, you take that.
Unless you guys want to join in and help for a second and do something.
13 plus 15, 28.
If you want to help, I don't mind.
Kid
it.
goes hide behind one of the broken stones. I got an idea. You distract her, and I can stealth her somewhere else. Got it?
Where'd you go?
Like that, Swift Quiver.
Where'd you go?
Swift Quiver.
Okay.
Let's come up on attack.
Come on.
Now I get 4 attack. Oh, shit roll. Nice.
Okay, so now that this is all getting ready, I would like for everybody here to roll initiative.
Okie dokie.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
8 plus 6. Ooh, 14.
19 plus 3, 22.
A 14 plus 3, 17.
17 plus 2, 19.
Oh.
Okay. And then now for Mayhem and Luna, 14 plus, there's my 5. Okay, that's
So,
another 19 for me. All right, so we got 3 19s.
Gotta do rerolls.
Holy crap. We got 3 rollies to go. So every roll that rolled 19, roll a d20, please.
Yeah. So you got what?
I roll 3.
For the rollies, I got a 14.
15.
I roll 3.
You and I got your rollies.
I rolled a 6 and an 8.
So the rollies is to see who's going to go first, and then I'm going to do all of
Yeah, whoever got
Yeah, I got a 14 as well.
No,
No, I got
this is for-
19.
this is
Oh.
19.
I'm doing it.
This is
Oh,
for the 19.
I
This is a
thought-
three-way rolling. Three-way rolling.
All right, so I need, so James got 14. Abner, what'd you
I
get?
got a 15.
Abner goes first, James goes second, I go third for that. Okay, so how it goes is Grisma is first, and then it's going to go Abner, then Reuben, then Mayhem, then Kit, and then Edward Knight at last. So you get to go last as you watch all your friends first, like, wreck up your ex. You're like, I don't even need to wreck you first. What? Hexman, go! You just say Hexman. Copyright. All right, so first, Grismont, what are you going to do to this fire lady as she is standing within, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away from you?
I go, I do not know you. I scratch my head.
And she looks at you, and at first she had this raging look at Edward Knight, but kind of a lust look with him too. But she looks at you with this asshole of, you. I remember you. Son of a bitch, you stupid orc. How the hell did you get past me?
I'm an orc. I put my tongue myself purple. Didn't I crump you already?
And she looks over going, my flame is eternal. Unless you're in my sanctum. And I am immortal in many ways. As Lunel goes, yeah, whatever. You say that. They all say that. And they all die. Just like in this book. Oh, look there, you are dead. I just got to get the right spell. Almost there. What the hell does that mean? And Lunel shrugs her shoulders and goes behind Mayhem. And Mayhem, you can see a giant werewolf, like angry, just pointing at her. Like angry monkey. All right, Grismont. What are you doing?
It's like I pull out both my axes and I go, Well, I crumped you once already. I guess I should do it again.
Yeah, go get her.
She smiles at you, goes, "Oh, mushroom orc, how you burn so. When I get the chance, you're gonna be not screaming war, but no."
Unlikely. You ain't. I ain't interested in skittery bitches like you.
Yeah, you just need to move to level over this move to nothing.
That's funny.
You're hitting it great though. Probably because of the one bone you got now. These are nothing now. You're like, I went hardcore mode. All right, what are you attacking with?
Attack with both my axes against one of her legs.
Are you throwing them, or are you running up and swinging?
Yeah, she's
I'm gonna
about 20
throw
feet
one,
from
then again run up with the other one.
Oh, okay.
Mind you, all right. You want to roll a history check on her to remember anything as you fight her?
19.
For history?
I want to see. I had a
With the history of a 19, you remember fighting her and utilizing your fire axes, realizing when every time you used fire on her, you healed her. And you had to keep the fire off while you fought her. And every time you hit the Fire Lord, she would heal. Just like how you realize Edward Knight is the same way. As every time you hit him with a fire weapon, he heals.
Well, you know something.
Or a red
Before I attack her, I think I'll make a wish.
Oh, we got a wish over here. Chris' character can make a wish. Do you want to use that for James? James has something for it if you want to use that wish. What's the wish for, James? He has a wish. What do you need the wish for again? Is that well?
No, I'm saying if he wanted me to wish her away, I could, as long as he writes down a
Yeah, but that would defeat the fun of being here. I was just going to make her fireproof. I was going to take her fireproof away.
Okay. So you're going to make her weak to her own fire. Or just fire in general?
Fire in general.
Wow!
As a DM, you can interpret it when you want. But that's why I said,
Hey, I might actually get her to leave me alone.
For this actually does just come to the DM in his imagination. It can go in 3 different routes. One, your weapons start doing damage as her fire still doesn't hurt her, she still made a fire. Or 2, her skin becomes like a mortal, and she screams horribly as she's lit ablaze from her own fire ability and can't turn it off, and cooks herself to death. As you beat her, and she dies horribly in a crispy way, screaming. Or C, all her fire just turns off, and she just becomes mortal, and you can just hack and slash her. You know what? I'm going to let this be a rolling to die.
Why not have it be a rolling 3 die?
I have to roll a 1d4.
Roll 3d20 for me. Tell me the 3d20. Depending on the numbers, if it is low, middle, or high, will determine her periodic of the 3 choices.
16, 11, and 1, 28.
16, 11, and 1. So 16 and 11 are both. 11's within the middle. Wow, you got one of each.
Holy moly.
Roll 1d20 and it'll change those 3.
Yeah.
I just rolled a 3 on the D6.
You know what? I'm going to do it by IRL.
All right.
Real dice for this last one?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to top out the real dice. I just gave the rest of the guys their dice bags. Jordan, you would have got your dice bag today. I got everybody a special dice bag with their own
Yeah,
dice.
sorry about that.
I got a 13.
It's fine. It's in the middle then. Wow, you got the darkest of them all. You chose the meanest and of them all.
You're welcome, Edward.
So,
3 times it rolled in the middle, too.
yeah, well, yours was the bottom for that one. For him, you
No, I
chose-
rolled a D6.
Oh, yeah.
And I rolled a 3.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah,
So
it's
it's the
middle.
middle.
So, This is what is your weapon? What does it look like? What is this thing that does the wish?
It's my lucky chopper. According to the wish.
So your lucky
According
chop.
to the wish. I'll read it to you. The sword has a 1d4 charge. While holding it, you can use use an action to extend one charge of that casts a wish spell from it. The property cannot be used again until the next dawn, and the sword loses this property if it has no charge. So I can use it once.
Okay.
I did.
All right, so use it.
Yeah.
And so as you're running to her, you grab the axe and you make this wish, clenching it close to your face, closing your eyes for a split second. She's like, "What are you doing? You think you can just wish and something will happen?"
Yeah.
What do you say to that?
I just do a big grin. It's like, funny you should say that. You stupid scary git.
So you want to say the wish out loud to her?
I wish your
she
fire
freaks out or
properties
what?
would go away, and you'll be burned with any fire will burn you.
And you see her eyes get big and go, "Wait, what?" As the wish from your axe glows.
No, it's a sword.
As you see a sword, and sparkles away and pulls right at her body. As you see her body turn into a humanoid form of skin, but the fire of her energy of magic still remains. As it starts burning her own skin, as she starts screaming and screeching in pain, and I have to roll now d6, and she's on fire. 5 points of fire damage for the first couple seconds, right off rip.
That's how that feels, you stupid bitch. You stupid spidery bitch.
All right, that was your wish thing. You have a bonus action. It's the last thing you can do. What are you going
I'm
to
gonna take my fire axes and chop off one of her legs.
do? All right, chop away.
12 plus 10, 22.
22. All right, you exceed. How much damage you doing?
3 plus 4, 7. Plus the fire damage, that's 2d6.
Oh yeah, extra fire damage. Fire damage does hurt her now.
3 and 3, 6. So 13.
Oh, I had you guys. I'm thinking I'm going to kick your guys' ass with this girl. No. James, like, if someone has a wish spell, and Grismot.
You're welcome.
You see a big slash in her leg as you hear her screaming as her calf gets cut right open as it's bleeding and gets cauterized from the fire right after. So it looks like
feel so good, does it?
as she looks over going, "If my last thing we do is gonna kill you and this green prick,
Shake.
I'm gonna burn your pickle."
Remember, fire doesn't work on me.
I want to sneak attacks.
Okay, so Grismont, your turn is
Yes,
done.
sir.
You messed her up right off. Wow. Abner, what are you doing, my friend? You see this happening.
I'm gonna go.
And remember to watch and subscribe.
I'm gonna use one sorcery point to resistance to fire, and then I'm gonna run up to her and try and grab a hold of her. Probably I'm just gonna be for the hell of it, grab her by the breast and then just instantly 8th level fireball.
Damn, you're just gonna come right forward. Okay. I gotta roll a save. A 2.
Oh no!
That was the lowest you ever do. It usually rolls good. You just see Abner as she gets her leg sliced by Grismont, and she looks up screaming at Edward. Here comes this dragon-looking substance of a man running up, hugging her. Guess what? What? Fireball! What the?
Griswold has to make his deck here too, since he ran up.
You're right.
He's within the 20-foot sphere.
Grismont, you need to do a dexterity save for me, please. There's a giant explosion that just happened within 5 feet from you. You-
It's like 5 feet next to her, so.
literally within 5 feet of you, there's a giant. You're like, hey, I was trying to kill her.
Fair. That's all fair.
No. Thank you. There's so much chaos. Just
19
happened
plus 3,
in,
22.
like, 18
All right,
seconds.
you'll only take half damage, which is 33 points of fire damage.
Bastard.
He was all fresh from a long rest, and now he's all cooked. So, back to it, guys.
That was the first action. Run up to her and just say, "Bitch, I got someone to save." Grab her by the tit and fireball her.
Again?
This time we're at third level.
Yeah, but the first fireball knocked me away.
Damn, 2 in a row.
You trying to crisp her?
You're level 20 sorcerer.
You burn her into a hot crisp.
Especially when you have special things that modify you, like that special mushroom. So, let's roll. That has disadvantage for this one. She's going to hit. Okay, 15. With 15
Nope,
pass.
fails.
Ooh.
Griswold's gonna roll again.
Grisma, you got to roll again, by the way. He's like, you son of a...
25 this time for fire damage.
I will allow Grisma to do a reaction to see if you can do some kind of acrobatics or athletics to jump out of the distance of range. It's going to take half your movement when it's your turn, though. When it's your turn, you'll only have half.
16 plus 10, 26.
You're good.
All right. So explain to me how you 1980s jump out of the way of this fireball.
I literally, after I get Chris from the first fireball, I turn around yelling, "Oi, you stupid pyromaniac bastard! Why the, oh shit!" And I
He's screaming and yelling, "Don't you? Oh shit! Another one just runs."
That's a rush hour stuff right there.
oh, and expect a punch after all this is done.
Counting on it.
As from a distance, while all of this is happening, the Mist Father God is going, what are they gonna do? What are they doing down there? And he's trying to watch you guys and just sees a bunch of explosions. He's like, what the hell? Okay, so Jordan, your turn is now done as you. She's not dead, but she's. If you ever worked in fast food and you stuck something in the deep fryer for too long,
Oh, jeez.
that right now, extra crispy, like extra crunchy.
See, I would have at least made it a little more humane. You're the one that chose this path.
Mayhem and Luno are standing there with their jaws dropped, going, "What do we do? Everybody's a firebug." We look over at Ruben. Are you a firebug? What did you say, James?
My turn?
This is a reaction for a second.
Not yet.
Okay. Wait, what do you mean you're not yet a firebug?
I'm not yet.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. All right.
I'm pretty much the only one that know fire.
Jordan, your turn's done
Yep,
now.
my turn is done. I'm still holding her tit, by the way.
I'm pretty much no fire, just watching the fireworks happen.
To shoot her 4 times like where her heart is.
All right. You doing a Robin Hood? Just one hits the other one through the other one?
Try to. First one's a music 12, probably misses.
Miss. Even with the AC drop, she's a
It
hit.
is 14.
14 is a hit.
21. 21 for the third one.
Definitely a hit.
And a 28 for the second one.
So this is how it looks when you fire as you're doing the math. The first one, as she says this, nothing will take me out from fire, as an arrow whizzes past her ear. Huh! And she looks past, and as she does, arrow to the heart, arrow to the heart, arrow to the heart, and just
27 points.
So you turned her into a pig.
I wish I could have done that.
Fuck. How do you want to do this? There's 25 life points left.
That was it.
Oh, jeez.
Same, same spot, man. It's like it's so fast.
So you see her first talking crap to Edward Knight looking up at him. An arrow whizzed past her, the first one missing. She looks past, and right when she looks past, and right when she looks down, she sees an arrow split, another arrow split, and there's a third arrow right in there. And she sees that one further through, and she looks back and sees her own beating heart out of her chest with 3 metal pieces of arrow holding and pushing that ripped her back out through her ribs.
So weird shit, by
And
the
she
way.
just
I didn't even have to touch you.
And Abner's sitting right there. It's like the arrow just flew right past him. Woo! I felt that. And she drops to her knees, looking at Edward Knight, and tries to reach for her beating heart and dies.
I let go of the tit now.
That's so dark. That's so dark. He was raising it up just for the heart to be hit easy. Here, you don't have to worry about missing.
They're not fun to play with when they're dead. I'm not a necromantic, gosh.
As Mayhem and Luna look over going, first off, how do you know that?
Oh my god.
Why? Who was your teacher? I'm joking. Okay, guys, girls, and
Squirrel.
squirrels. Reuben just ruined her existence. Now you're at a big door and you hear a bunch of hands clapping. You don't see anybody though. What do you guys do as she finally appeared off on initiative right now? And what's next? As a man, like a knight in armor, walks out of this house as the door opens up. A dwarven-looking knight with armor and this broken-looking sword. Who may you all be in my territory?
Why does it sound like he's from the south?
Because fuck you.
We just finished.
He looks at your orc and goes, "Who the hell brung an orc around here?"
I go where I wants to go.
We don't like your kind. You grow in the ground. As his eyes glow red.
I look back at him like, oh, I could care less of what you think, you stupid dwarf. I could drop kick you over that fucking house.
He smiles.
Oh my god.
I like you.
Savage.
Why don't you guys all come in? Let's have a drink.
Uh-oh.
Maybe you and the orc can brawl and see who's stronger. Anybody want to
Insight check?
Yeah, I will do it. That will definitely do it.
roll that insight check?
I was actually looking for something that might have like a spell or something that might help.
Well, what you do is insight check to see if someone's lying or not.
Not that good. 5.
Anybody else want to do an insight check?
I will be
How's it one?
Yep. 13 plus
I'll
2,
do it.
15 for
I got
insight.
18, 19 plus -1.
I'll give it a split. Net 20 plus 2, 22.
Yeah, he lying.
You son of a...
He lying liar.
I kept so.
No, he's right here. He's... You guys are so lucky. You needed at least to have 20 to succeed.
Yeah,
Know
I
if he
did.
was lying or not.
I kept rolling a 5 plus 3.
Anybody that got under 20 believed him. What'd you roll, James?
5.
You believed him. Mayhem didn't believe him. Lunal didn't either. Nor did Kit.
Stop! He's lying to you, Grismot. Don't listen to him.
Oh, come on, Green Man. Let's get in. Don't worry about the elf.
Grismot, hey!
I don't believe it.
Sounds
Who you calling me, you big
Who
elf?
wants to come in the house? Let's have a drink and a fight.
Hey,
Hey, Owen,
don't you
you
dare!
want to save yourself from getting punched? Torch the house.
He's yelling at you to come towards the house. And Mayhem and Luna looking, going, they believe him. We believe you. How about this, Kit? Get your crossbow ready, just in case. As he walks past, Luna puts her hand on you and casts guidance.
Oh yeah.
And she puts her finger up and goes, shh. And you guys walk in quietly after everybody else walks in because they all believe him.
Kid nod his head as he listens to Luna. I'll make sure he get his.
You guys are all entering the house. Lunal stands at the front door and then goes in very last, waiting. As you guys are moving, for those who had perception checks that were from earlier, that anything was over a 16 noticed, some of the gravestones were moving. Anybody that got over 20 noticed some of them were coming closer.
Oh boy.
But not one of them attacked you yet because they're waiting for him to say something. Now, because he's in here with you all, seems smiling. So, you guys all think you're going to protect this area. What are you looking for exactly?
Protect? No, Grismot goes, protect? I'm just blowing shit up.
I thought that was my job.
That's all of our jobs.
Fair point. Carry on. dude.
Luna looks over going, I'm looking for a book and I don't think it's in this house. And she steps back to the door. Slowly, but it's going to take her a moment to get there. What are all the rest of you doing as you're talking as looks like he's trying to pour drinks? And he says, right after I get the drinks, me and the Green Man will have fun with a little bit of wine and tang, slamming. As he smiles his dwarven grin. Grismot, roll a perception check of his face, facial features. You look at him as he's talking to you. Anybody else, as you're in here, do you want to roll either a perception check or an insight check on him as he's talking to see if you have any mental reactions or
I'll roll
anything
perception.
that's going on at this time?
I'll roll perception.
All right, Zenta, anything for you? You want to roll any insights or perception for yourself?
I got
or?
50 plus 5, 20. Dirty 20.
Use primeval
15 plus
awareness.
14, 29.
Basically, allows me to sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fays, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile of me. Does not reveal the creature's location or numbers though. Just let me know if there is those things around me.
Okay. And for you, Edward, next what you roll?
I want to cast detect magic on the house.
No.
Oh, good idea.
Okay. Roll that. Grismot, you roll a 20 for your dirty 20. You look right at this dwarf. Now, you fought dwarves before. You have a friend that's a dwarf. You know their facial features. You notice this one's skin is a little weird. You notice his teeth are not like dwarven teeth. They're all sharp and pointy. And he has like 2 or 3 rows of teeth when he talks. And his tongue is strangely long. You notice his eyes are red and black with a slit in front. And they change to a yellow. You notice when he's smiling and talking, you don't realize the voice isn't coming from his mouth. As you look down at the chest of his armor and notice the teeth that look like they're armor implanted are actually real. And the voice is coming from the stomach. And you look over at the shield, and it itself has eyes and is talking to the shield. And you see the sword have an eyeball and look at you and blink. And the top where the broken blade is opens up like a mouth. So, James, with your awareness, you sense a lot of magical creatures of mimics all around. Very, very close. So close it feels like you would be inside one. You swear you would. Edward Knight, what did you do for
I chose to cast Detect Magic on the house.
the whole house glowing, a magical aura of a creature?
Guys?
Yeah.
Well, all you guys say this all happens at the same time.
Don't think we're in a house.
Maybe.
Run. And I just run.
Roll acrobatics or athletics to see who can make it to the door before it closes. Luna looks to go to the door.
I
The
say
door's
run, the beat just drops.
Yep. Perfect timing. Perfect song. And he says the beat drops, and the song has a beat drop.
17 plus 9.
11 plus 15.
11 plus 10 is
Roll an
21.
All right, Leiden.
I'm not moving.
You just want to set the whole house on fire.
Yep.
All right.
You're gonna need a mushroom for this.
Duly noted. Already on it.
On fire.
James, what'd you roll? Oh god.
Technically, natural 1 plus 1. But yeah.
Nat 1.
Ooh.
You turn and say run, and as you do that, you do the whole cartoon run, and
That's 25 feet anyway.
and you don't move at all for a second.
First turn.
Everybody turns. Luna looks at the door. Right when she tries to jump at the door, it slams down and looks like teeth. As the brown wood that looked all around you starts changing color to look like you're inside more of a pinkish color of inside of a stomach and a mouth. As the giant carpet turns into a tongue from the inside. And where you see the furniture starts turning into kind of like little creature tentacles to pull you closer to the giant hole at the very center where the bartender spot is. As you look over and you see that knight smile and transform, and his stomach opens up with a giant tongue, and so does his sword and his shield. You ever had 4 mimics mixed together to make one?
Yeah!
What about 5 when you had the house?
How about we kill them all with fun at once? Yeah!
All right, guys. You want to keep the same initiative or roll a new initiative? You got a good initiative last time. Guys want to roll again? Or?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Either way.
All right, everybody roll for a new initiative.
Here we go. For all the marbles.
4 plus
16 plus 3, 19.
17 plus 2, 19.
18 plus 3, 21.
Nice.
What'd you get, Jim?
16.
You said 19,
Yeah.
Chris? And then Abner's 19.
Yep, so you and me gotta do rollies.
Yep. Mayhem got 19 as well again. Wow, what the?
That's 3 rolls.
Try
What the heck?
rolling again. It's a
I
4.
got a 15 for my roll this time.
12 for me.
Did you get a 19 as well?
No, I had 21.
I got 3 for my rolling.
18 plus 3.
Gotcha.
All right.
4.
So it's going to go Kit,
He had 6.
and then it's going to go Mayhem, Abner, Grismont, Reuben, and then Edward Knight.
I'm still in last place.
Yeah, almost everything's exact for except for 2 people shifted. which is kind of funny. It's just
Even had another try-way rolling.
we even had a triple rolly for 19 again. That was weird. Twice. I just want to talk about glitch in the system. All right, so Kit, you are first.
All right. Let's see. First we deal with this stupid mimics now. Now we got 5 at once.
I'll be right back, folks.
Why can't we just burn it all at one time without killing each other? I have had it. All right. I'm rolling for an attack. Here we go. I'm rolling with the scimitar.
All right, so what are you rolling? You're shooting a crossbow bolt.
I'll start with crossbow first.
Who are you hitting? The guy or the house?
The guy.
Okay.
See, I rolled one.
I know where Jordan's doing.
Of course he would.
I'm glad I'm going last.
Luna
I
has
would
something
do.
else. Luna's not last. She's with Mayhem.
17 plus 5, 22. Does that hit?
The 22?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
It just hits, as his AC is 22.
Here we go.
This guy's tough.
Okay, D10 plus 5. Here we go. Come on.
I made him purposely actually to fight Grisma.
Now for damage.
But
I roll a D. Let's see. Roll D10
Grisma
plus
coming up
5.
and talking shit was perfect.
Here we go. Here we go. I rolled a nat 20 plus 5, 25 for damage.
All right, where are you hitting?
Straight for the face, going for his eye.
Oh, you go for the humanoid eye thing and you hit it, and you hear it screech. And you use the magical ore to make it lit on fire?
Yes.
All right, it's double damage for fire. Got to roll a d6 for me and then double that damage.
Roll a D6. Here we
And then
go.
also damage for the regular crossbow. And
Oh,
so double damage because it's a nat 20, so technically, yeah, quadruple damage for the fire damage.
Oh,
That means triple the score, right?
Yes, yes, it does.
Which means I rolled a 4. For D6, I rolled a 4.
Technically, you did 12. So 12 damage.
So that's how much he takes. 12 damage.
That's 12 plus the initial crossbow damage.
Oh, so I gotta roll for D20 again?
You have your regular crossbow damage on
Alright.
top of your fire damage.
Okay, so whatever I roll plus 5.
If you hit him in a non-armored spot,
A 15 plus 5, 20.
you
So 20 plus 12, that's 32.
all right, 32 damage. He's not dead. You hurt him, but he's not dead.
I can't stand these things anymore. You are going to burn, creature.
Okay. Fire against the crossbow.
All right, here we
And
go.
then,
Let's do it again.
End your turn. You got a fiery crossbow bolt ready.
So I roll for D6 again, correct?
After you roll to see if you hit, you also got a guidance. Your guidance gives you
D4.
a bonus. A D4 plus to your roll.
All right. D4. Where are you? D4.
It's this spiky thing of doom.
Oh, those things.
It looks like a trap, like a cattle trap.
They hurt.
D4s are not fun. They're worse than
stepping on a Lego.
you're worse than stepping on a
Yeah,
Lego.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
I have stepped on one and I made those.
Okay.
I was an opera.
So I'm
I was
rolling-
an opera singer for a good
So
30
I'm-
seconds.
So I'm rolling for D.
Done Lego.
I've done both. I've wrestled in Legos and I would rather never land a
So I'm rolling a
D4 on.
D20 and a D4, right?
I'll land on a D20 any day.
Here we go. For the D20, it is a 17 plus 5, 22 to hit.
Kind of. That's why
Nice.
why do you think wrestlers use attacks instead? The
For
only thing that's bad with attacks, your eyes and spine.
Okay, for the D20 for a hit, it's 17 plus 5, 22. And for the D4, it is a 3.
Nice.
You hit him, but he's not dead. But the head is what you've been lighting up this whole time.
Uh-huh.
You notice the whole head's on fire and it starts screeching. As you notice the head turns around and then twists and stands up off, and you see little tentacles. As it's on fire and it jumps off onto the bar and just starts running and skittering right to you.
Well, it did say 4 mimics into 1.
Yep.
Oh god. So let's see. Let's roll. So when I roll for damage, roll that.
Roll for damage. It's not dead.
All right.
It's
Come
when
on.
you roll the damage, you gotta let me know how much
Come
damage.
on.
Because you gotta
Come
keep
on,
a
give
certain
me a-
number.
I want. It is the
It's
next
double
one.
damage for the fire, though.
Oh wait. That means I gotta roll a 4, a 6, right?
Yeah, D6.
A D6 and for damage. Here we go. It is a nat 20 plus 5, 25 for damage, and 3 for the D4, 3, 6. I mean the one D6. Yeah.
How do you want to do this? I see it as it had 26 health and used it 28. As this creature head mimic thing with a helmet on, skittering at you with these little tentacles, with a mouth that's open up and screeching at you on fire.
And completely angry about dealing with mimics again. Kit grit his teeth, drawing the arrow back with full power, and just let go, and let the arrow fly directly, wrap it right through the mimic, like as if he shot through it.
The first shot shoots it and pins it against the wall. The second shot shoots right through it.
I have enough. Stupid mimics.
All right. You took out 1/4 of its body.
One down, 3 to go.
Your turn is done. All right, so that was you. Now, Mayhem and Lunal.
For the first time, Kit gets angry.
Mayhem and Lunal. Mayhem hits the door, the teeth, with his giant slayer axe. Nat 20.
Ooh. Oh.
All right, did 24 damage, so that is 48 damage.
Ooh.
And then it's also times with the giant slayer of an extra 10 damage on top of that. So it's an extra 20 instead. Yeah, nice. Okay, 42, 60, 68 damage. Almost a nice.
Nice.
Second swing. Yeah, okay. A 20 to hit.
Nice.
Smashes into it. It's a dirty 20, that one. And he does, for his bonus action swing, and that 20 again. Double damage again. Sweet. Next one was, that was 26 damage, and then this one is now 22 damage times. So 44 damage. That's on the giant slayer on top of that. So 50, 64 more damage. You see the first tooth shatter and the second tooth chopped in half. You hear it screech, but I don't get enough through the door. You can see out the door now. There's not enough for anybody to get there. Not even maybe 7 or 8 inches or more. There's not enough. As I'm in the next turn, I might. Lunal looks over at everything and starts casting a acidic spray on my hand. Gotta roll for wisdom for this guy. He rolled double 18s. Never mind. The Mimic House succeeds. She tries to cast a counterspell. You guys realize this house is smart.
Oh, sheesh.
Oh, you can throw a counterspell if you want. As she goes for the count or goes for the magic, goes, I'll just burn it from the inside. She goes to raise her hand. You see green aura reaching from her hand and stop. And she's like,
Well, that's not good.
uh-oh. Mayhem goes, what's uh-oh? And she goes, the house is smarter than alive. What do you mean I'm more smarter than alive? As the teeth go, you broke my teeth, you dick. Oh shit, it talks, it's sentient.
He talks.
All right, Mayhem and Lunal's turn is done now. It's now Abner's turn.
All right.
And then Grismont, you're Abner.
I was going to cast at the very back end of the wall. I wanted to cast at 4th level firewall. That way it's not anywhere near anybody, so when it sets the house on fire.
Okay. So shooting in a corner area.
Whole back end of the wall. It does. Let me double check it. I was just reading it.
Actually, you notice how big the house is?
Yeah.
And you notice where everybody is?
Yeah.
You're going to hit anybody, somebody. You should pick and choose who you hit, and you know they can take the fire. You point it right at Edward and be like, hey, Edward, yeah. Sorry. What? Fireball!
No, it's fire.
You're giving me a shout?
It's firewall, not fireball.
Oh,
Yeah,
firewall.
so it's 20
Oh, you're
feet
cross-
high and it's 60 feet long.
Are you going to try to warn anybody to jump on one side? Or are you just going to learn?
I'm just gonna tell everybody, get to the front of the house, and I clap my hands together, and as I expand my hands out, a wave of flames just shoots from both sides of the corner of the house, and they go from one corner, connect to the back end of the house, like a big old wall of flame that's just gonna burn towards us.
Okay. So,
The creature can make a dex save, but it's inside of it, so I don't know how it's gonna dex save itself.
it's well.
It fails.
Well,
So everybody here needs to make an acrobatics or athletics to make sure they jump on the right, the side where the door is before the firewall hits. So everybody roll for that.
roll for athletics.
No, because I want to bathe in the fire.
You're fine.
19, 9 plus 10.
Edward's like that
Oh,
meme
no.
where he's in the house surrounded by fire. This is fine.
You, James, what'd you roll? For acrobatics or athletics?
19.
19. What'd you roll, Dom?
I rolled a 6 plus 15, 21.
Nice. You don't take any damage.
Well, 30, 20. We all jump out of the way. You see a giant firewall all across right past. The Mimic Knight, it flies up in front of him and he just stands there and looks, goes, really? Really, all? And the house inside goes, really?
Well, at least I got a nice shower. How much am I healing?
You're taking 5d8, rolling the damage. 35 points of fire damage to the house, and Edward, you take 35 points of healing.
And I'm back and
You're
forth.
welcome.
All right, is there anything else you do? Abner?
Yeah, the mimic dwarf guy. I'm gonna cast my cantrip fire bolt at him.
Just because he's a dick.
Fire away.
Yep. Let's see if it
As he smiles, you should see it. It has teeth.
Oh.
I think everything here has teeth.
8
Just like
plus
God
11
damn,
hit.
goddamn, you goddamn mimics are freaking everywhere. Are sogging everywhere.
Does a 19 hit, DM?
Yes.
All right.
As right now you hit on the back.
He's taking 11 points of fire damage.
Okay.
He got the reference.
All right. Anything else?
That was my 2
Or is that end
actions.
your
That
turn?
is the end of my turn.
All right, Grisma, what are you doing?
I'm going up to Owen and punching him in the face.
Okay. Wait, who are you punching in the face?
The Owen.
Abner? A lion?
I mean, yeah, I'm not going to argue. He said I deserve a punch from the last one, so yeah,
You do.
I'm not going to fight it.
No strife. As I turn
I gave you a 28.
Oh, yeah, you hit all right.
Let's see how much damage. 5 points of damage.
Okay, I'll take it.
But I get healed because of my pendant. I get healed. How much do I get healed again? What was it?
Roll a d6, I think it was.
Um,
I got to go back to my health bar.
in addition to I regenerate double the health, so I get 10.
Nice. And I take 5. All right. All set.
Okay.
Okay, I'm happy.
Heals himself by hitting you back. Okay. Anything else you do, Griffmont?
Let's do a perception check, see what's going on.
All right. As we're all frantically fighting, Griffmont here was totally off in the clouds, looking at the house, wondering why it doesn't look like wood anymore and how it looks like an inside of a
Oh,
box.
I just want to see if there's any enemies around so I can join into the fray.
You see the Mimic Knight that was talking shit to you about 5 feet away.
Okay, then I'll take that one on.
And you're in a giant Mimic house trying to eat you.
I thought I got out of that house.
No. We all failed when the doors closed.
Okay.
They closed too soon.
Then I
We're all
attack
stuck
the
in there,
Mimic
right?
Knight because with my flaming axes.
All right, fire away. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to Rolling to Die.
One axe is 19.
And DJ. 19,
Yeah, one's a 19.
19.
And the other one is a 27.
Nice.
Definitely a hit. As AC dropped after his head ran off his body. And Dom over here decided to, turn into something else like an ornament on the wall.
One's a 7 damage, the other one's a 6 damage, plus 4d6s.
Nice.
Fire
18.
Yeah,
Fire
boy.
damage.
So 13 plus 18, that's 30 something.
31.
31.
31.
Remember,
And
fire
I get
damage is
healed
double damage.
62 damage.
Ooh, nice. Heal yourself with that weapon. All right. You hit it and you damage it and it freaks out. Yee. And you got one more action. What are you going to do? Oh, no, sorry.
I'm
That
going
was
to pull it for the next.
1, 2. Yep.
I'm going to pull it for the next one. End my turn.
All right, that ends your turn. It is now Ruben's turn.
Okay, so as we're right there, as I'm getting up, I'm gonna reach my back. I'm gonna take out this rod. I'm gonna place it on the ground real quick. I'm just gonna push the button. Okay. And then I'm gonna that's my action. I will. So we're inside the house, right? I mean, the house is the limit. I want to cast Hunter's Mark on the house then.
Okay.
Second level. No, for the next. Is it third level now? No, first level.
All right, first level, Hunter's Mark.
And then I'm going to walk towards the door.
Okay.
Let me know whenever the house tries to move.
All right. As you start walking towards the door, the tongue is beside you and it moves a bit. Once you do a dexterity save to see if you can move out of the way of the tongue hitting you as it's trying to smack Mayhem, but you're just happen to be in that direction.
25.
You jump right out of the way. As Mayhem, 12,
Oof.
and you get smacked against the door.
Sure, dog.
He's like 7 foot tall right now. He's so hard to duck.
So there are disadvantages with tall people.
Yeah, Mayhem has a lot of disadvantages for being a tall guy. He is the big target, but that's kind of his job. Hit me. Give me a hug.
Also, because Sandra, I can do something here.
Want to do something to that open hole that's in that mouth?
No, I got something else here. Got fun, stupid thing here. Ah, that was a melee attack on me, right?
Yes, it was.
So as it goes over my head, right, I'm gonna use a yeah, I'm gonna spend a superior die to make a weapon attack against it since it missed against me. And so while it's going to above me, I'm gonna stab it with the sword.
Nice. Okay. Attack away.
Okay. 24.
Definitely a hit. What?
Yep, it is.
I'm going to do a racing episode of D&D. You can choose that one. This one's the Joker. And one's Batman.
I'm also gonna use. So I got 17 points of damage. Plus, I'm gonna do the
Henry, I'm gonna get some more
stupid
water.
effect as on
Yeah.
it. So we get an additional 10 damage. So that's 28. No, sorry, 20, 24 points of damage, and allows me to roll another d20 for more damage.
Oh, damn.
So 24 plus 19 points of damage. Here's the tone.
24 plus 19. That's
Yeah, 30,
43. 43.
Okay, good.
19.
All right, so you severely stab and hurt this thing as you hear it screech.
fucking 8 minutes.
You said it better than I did. Those things are disgusting. This
So, yeah, yours
agree
is
on.
Actually, it is the
At
battery.
least
and
have
the
something we
background.
can agree on.
So,
Anything
anything else you do besides that reaction? Is that okay? End your turn? Or is there anything else you want to do for your turn?
It wasn't my turn. That was just a reaction.
Oh, that was my bad.
Yeah, I ended my turn here, but
End your turn and that happens.
you did that, and that was just my reaction to that.
It's reaction was your reaction, now it's yours. Edward Knight, it is now your turn as you're bathing in fire.
I'm speechless both
Wait a
ways.
I can just Henry, I can just see this like fireproof rubber ducky just riding around.
Right.
In both ways, I'm kind of speechless on both.
Everyone's over by that door, right?
We're all by the door now, trying to get away, except for anybody that's physically close to the
So
Mimic
if
Knight.
I were to do a specific AoE, you guys would be safe right now, right?
Except for the edge people. Technically, the house is not. It's within around the 20-foot to like 20-foot circumference one way, and 35-foot circumference the other way. So no matter what, you do something within 20-foot AoE, everybody is safe, unless they're within the very corner, which maybe be one or two people. But that's it. Lastly, I want to do an acrobatics thing, and I'll jump on each other, go hey, hey, and I'll just stand on one spot.
Create a tower.
Just get the fireproof people up front, or they're ready to take a fire hit. Which Mayhem would just—he's tough. He can take it.
Yeah. He'd be the tallest of
Everybody else
carry
next
everybody.
Because Edward's gonna say, I'm gonna do a supernova.
Supernova.
Why don't you work your way at the door?
I got 17.
He's trying to kill us.
Okay.
Make a deck save.
Everybody make a deck save. Nat 20.
Lucky.
I'm good.
13 plus 9, 22.
21.
Are you doing a fire damage, Devontae?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
okay. You and Devontae.
I use that one
I'm
sorcery
waiting for
point to
your
resist
one.
fire damage anyways for an hour, so I'm good.
Good then. All of you guys are good then. What about what? What about?
No half damage? Yeah.
Oh,
For those who fail.
The Mimic House got a 3, and the Mimic Knight got a 9.
half as much damage on it.
So they both fail.
So those that succeeded will be taking half damage.
Okay, so what's the damage? As the Mimic
What's
House
the bad fail?
both the house and the Mimic monster both fail. 3 and 9.
Okay, so no crit.
Doing 26 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
And I'll use creation, and I take nothing because I succeeded. Never worried. So you guys take half of that.
No. Except you.
Even if I fail, I take half.
You,
So half of
Crom,
what?
and Abner don't take anything.
Well, that sucks.
Abner actually, I think, gets healed.
Yes.
So I cut half what? What's the half of what?
There's so much fire going on with this.
You said the half of what?
Everything.
Is
It's
damage.
half of 26, 13.
That's 13. Ow.
Everyone,
Supernova done burned some parts of me, man. That hurts.
so, you end your turn now?
That was only one of the actions. I have two. And then I still have my bonus action.
All right, hit it.
And so it's still going good, isn't it?
What do you need?
The house is
House is still good. Just a ton of damage, but the knight's messed up. His shield and his sword's good, but him himself is not good.
I mean him himself. He might be Dexter.
Nat 1.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That's great. Oh, that's a lot of D6s. 63 points of lightning damage
Ooh.
from a level points.
For the mimic body, how do you want to do this? But for the sword and shield, they stand up with their tongues and start trying to jump at us.
So they are majorly hindrance now.
Yes.
For the main body, he stands there thinking that he's okay. He just made it through a massive fireball and he's still standing.
I'll take any
Only-
fire you give to me.
Only to look up and see clouds just randomly starting to appear inside of a house.
With the DJ Thunderbase logo. What the fuck? You get struck by lightning and it's bad. What there was to see the inside of a mimic, you see for a split second, and then you see him turn to dust and ash in front of everybody.
He felt the thunder.
It's now the sword and shield's turn.
I still have the bonus.
Oh, well, go ahead. What are you doing? You have sword and shield left.
How
In
close
the
are
house.
they?
About 15 feet. 10 to 15 feet.
No, to each other.
5 feet.
Okay. That was cool. 12 plus 9.
Nice. Okay.
It's a hit. It's a produce thing.
You hit. Double damage.
Doing 23 points of fire damage.
So 46 points of fire damage.
Holy
Which one was it?
moly.
They're both-
5 feet of each other.
They're both not dead, but they're damn near close. They both have 50 HP and they're hurt. But that ends your turn.
Yes, it does.
Now you see these half-cooked mimics trying to jump at you and attack you. Angry at what you did. 17 and 16. Do
Both
either
miss.
hit? Okay. They both attack again. There we go. 23. One hits. It's the sword. The shield misses as the sword finally clamps down on your left arm, fighting at your shoulder.
Make a dex save.
As you do your reaction, the first thing is you take 21 points of damage of biting damage.
Okay.
And the dex save, 14. Nope, fail. Roll again. How much damage?
15 points of fire damage.
How do you want to do this with the sword? It
Yeah. Gift.
and thinks it's not you, and you see its eyeballs looking at you. It's like, I got you. Ah!
You realize I'm fire.
And it goes, "Ah!" and it starts melting in its mouth. And it tries to pull away and realizes its mouth is stuck to you now, melted. And it goes, "Ah!" and melts
and I
off.
just had this armor dry clean.
And your whole side of your left side of your armor is melted, dead, cooked mimic on it now. Smells horrible. And you see it boiling with it. Bloop, bloop, bloop. You
I
smell like
just
one
had
now.
this armor cleaned.
The house itself, you hear it gagging, like, oh, that smells. Oh. Now, the house was going to attack you guys, but because you did this, I got to roll and see if it's going to puke or not.
Oh shoot! Oh no!
It's looking at this.
Yeah. Well, this is how it's going to happen. I need some, just give me a second.
Perks of being a fire ganassi.
Right?
You see it chucking and growing, and the whole house is kind of like hiccuping, feeling like it's shaking, like the camera's shaking and everything, how it does. And the whole house starts rocking, and then it starts filling up with juices and acid. Oh God! And I need all of you to do a Constitution save, because you are all standing in a form of stomach acid as it's raising up, about to try to push out.
Oh, I am so lucky. I won.
So everybody roll a Constitution save.
All right.
11 plus dirty 20.
Constitution save.
What'd you get?
Right up.
12 plus 3, 15.
I don't even think that's a good roll for me.
Ooh.
Or for that. Let me double check.
What'd you get?
Working on it. Constitution save. I get to the front. There it is. Oh, I got a plus 10. That's nice. Okay. We're using an actual D20. Okay. That's 7 plus 10, so that's 17.
Okay. You guys, James, what'd you get? Constitution save. 18. Okay, Dom, what was yours? Dom, what was your Constitution save? I got coffee in the coffee maker for these things.
I think it's being distracted.
Yes, me too. That's what I have with me right now. I should be drinking tea, but I'm drinking coffee.
Coffee. Well, your stomach probably not good. But
Constitution save.
yes, Constitution save.
I rolled a 15 plus 2, 17.
17. The 17. Sorry. Everybody that rolled under an 18, you have failed.
Oh
As
shit!
some of a mimic house is very vile. Bottom of your feet, unless you have magical items for your feet, start burning. If you have magical items, it's going to be half damage. So if you have magical boots or whatnot.
I got
But
I'm
5.
barefooted, so
Does that count?
Okay.
I'm gonna
It's,
fly up the moment I see it.
it's 12 points of stomach acid damage, but 6 points of clear half. Anybody that got a succession only takes 3 points of damage.
that's 18 points.
Unless you
already.
have a nat point. Huh?
I have a magic boots.
You do have magic boost, so it will be a 1 point damage.
And
Okay.
also-
Henry,
I
I have
also
the
got-
reputation.
Okay. That'll make it so it's 6 points for you then. It is half for you, Dark Trooper, because you still failed technically. Okay, so
Okay.
as this happens, you see all of it chucked back to the wall. And you see a bunch of gasp for air as the teeth open up slightly and as it pushes out, it launches all of you out, opening its mouth. All of you fly out of the house. I want all of you to roll acrobatics and athletics to see how you land.
I want to see if I can try and use my wings as I get thrown out to flap myself up. So I'm going to do athletics.
18 plus 9.
Athletics, where are you?
Explain to me how all of you land and jump out.
Oh, no, it's
I don't
acrobatics.
I just catch myself in the air with my boots.
James, how do you jump out?
Roll for that.
Right for our land. You see, the fire toad disappear.
19 plus 2, 21 for Abner.
Nice. Now I'm going to go fire ninja. Shit.
Okay. Would everybody like to do a magical reaction? I'll allow each one of you to do cast a spell. And if you're able to do a double spell or twin spell, you're allowed to do double spell them. Lunal looks over all of you and
Where do you
goes,
find that at?
double spell?
Where do you find that?
There we go. Dice Tower works good.
Where do you find if you can or not?
You can or what?
Can you do double spell?
Those of you have the spell learned. Certain people know twin spell or I think it's double spell.
Do you have a meta magic? Meta magic?
Meta magic. If you don't know meta magic,
Well, it could be like.
Yeah, it's a meta magic you can use as a sorcerer, and I can do twin spell.
okay, so twin spell.
I'm a wizard, so never mind.
Different.
Yep, a little bit different.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so what is each person doing? Kit, for you could just do a double fire crossbow bolt.
My frog does. My frog is something instead of me.
If you want to. What do you want to summon?
I some the frog.
Yeah.
Fire toad. So as I land, the toad like rears up. Its cheeks pop up, poof up, and it's just exhales a burst of flame that's 20-foot cone at the house limit.
So we'll use the Toad Knight as we'll use the special toad as this guy will be the fire toad and he will be your knight. So technically, you just have two.
So it is a 20-foot cone at the house. Each creature in that area must make a dex save of 18. I'll let you know, the thing I placed on top of the mimic and clicking the button
Yes.
was my immovable rod. I made sure I put it like really good on the floor there too.
So smart. Because I was going to make it move.
So,
No wonder I was having such a hard time trying to puke. All right. So you guys are hitting this thing and it can't move. It's shooting through the barrel.
it could do like a disadvantage, so maybe it can try like, like how it did.
It'll rip itself open.
Try to do that. So I feel like a disadvantage.
Okay. Fire away, guys.
I'm doing the dragon's breath.
Dom, do you need coffee?
Take the coffee. Take the caffeine.
Coffee in the coffee pot. So grab
You will see sounds. You will
Drink it
hear colors.
cold and black. It'll wake you right up.
I think dragon.
Unless you just want to turn it on and warm it up. Yeah.
A little bit of fire.
All right. James, what are you doing? It was a fire.
So whatever
fire
that
flame.
cone has to make a dex save.
4.
4. Is there anything else in that cone there?
It's that whole house.
Okay. So that's a fail on the boot. And it takes 16d6 points of damage.
Holy crap.
50.
Woo!
And it's double for fire.
Oh boy.
It's 118.
19 points of fire damage from me.
All right, that's double as well. Okay, Leiden, what are you doing?
I'm going to do 2 cantrips of firebolt at the house.
Firebolt.
Save my spells.
Okay.
You know, the sad part is got to make the attack roll. This is not a, let's see.
Oh, yeah, eat the
First
mushroom.
roll.
You can keep firing until for a whole hour.
First roll is a 19.
You 19?
Second roll is 21 to hit. So a
Okay.
19 and a 21.
Okay. Grismon. What are you doing while he's doing this? And how much damage are you doing, Mike?
22 for the first hit.
I don't really have any magic. I only have my flaming axe.
23.
Well, they like a boomerang.
Okay, I'll chuck both my flaming axes at the house.
Hang on. I got something for you. Luna walks up and goes, "Have you ever heard of dragon's breath?" And she looks at you and smiles and hands you this magical red pepper. Would you like it? I just did a Smash Bros. Reference / D&D reference.
Oh, it's the last of my 8th level spells. Can't use more.
The dragon going at it.
Use my 9th level spell for report.
Do you want to eat this magical pepper?
No.
I look at the pepper. I'm like, what does it do?
Boom, boom.
As
Do
you
I
see,
eat it or throw it?
she smiles and goes, "You usually eat it. Unless you want to throw it and see what happens throwing it."
Okay, let's throw it.
Oh, you made a grenade.
Oh no. Oh,
She
no.
smiles and looks at you going, "Pull off the top."
Wait a
You
minute.
see the-
Hey. Is it yellow?
The top of the heart is swirled yellow, but the bottom is red.
No.
So it's half and half.
So this goes fast. Darn.
It goes fast and it hits hard because it's half yellow, half red. As
Okay.
it goes to the top of it has a little green part that looks like kind of like a grenade pin.
Oh.
Griswold puts it on his tusk and rips it off the head and it's chucked it through the window.
Roll an acrobatics or athletics to see if you are able to chuck it through the window properly, like, precisely.
Acrobatic.
It
Net
fails,
20!
Hell yeah.
oh god. So I'll do damage for this.
And it's gonna be double.
Luna casts Meteor Swarm right above it. Hitting it with all the directions, just swarming the whole house in front of us. As this all happens, it goes like this. Kit raises his crossbow at first, sees the eyeballs open up and try to look at us. As the mouth opens back up to roll out the tongue to fire. One crossbow in each eye. As it closes its eyes and the door shut down the shutters. Oh, you see from Reuven, this giant frog flamethrower right to its mouth. As it opens up, fire goes right back. It's up. And then Edward Knight with his him casting. What did you
You just see Edward just fly up into the sky and pretty much just kind of spread his arms out, making like what looks like flame wings.
Yeah.
As he again, it's just like imaginary. He's just using
Yeah.
fire to make it look like he's flying with
it
his boots.
looks
And he casts Dragon's Breath.
and breathes down on it. As that happens, Luna casts. You see portals open up above. As the house gets hit, the mouth opens up, screeching in pain as it tries to move. Right as it tries to move, the movable rod inside, as the house, poof, whoa, no! As you see a grenade of a pepper-looking thing going, flipping into its mouth, right through one of the eyes, as Grisma says, shattering the window. It goes, whoop. What was? I need everybody here to do a dexterity save. As a giant explosion just happened.
Well, I mean, it's fire. I'm not moving.
18 plus 9.
It's not just fire, it's explosive damage. This is more.
Okay.
23.
15 plus 3, 18.
Explosion.
This guy's good.
Oh, my deck save is shite. I only have a +2. Oh no.
What'd you get, Abner?
Oh no! I got a nat 1.
He goes flying. He goes anime style. He's gonna see a little star in the sky.
Abner's blasting up again.
Succeeds except for Abner. As everybody watches this happen, you hear Mayhem and Luna go, "Run!" We turn and jump as you see the grenade go out and go in. As they get double damage, so double explodey.
But as you see,
I got an idea. Since Abner rolled in that one, he was so mesmerized by those.
Yeah, he was mesmerized thinking it's just regular fire at first. So Abner's like, "Bring on the fire, baby!" And you're sitting there going, tap his shoulder. I don't think it's just fire. That thing they threw in there with it was an explosive. And then right as you say that, and Abner looks at you and looks back, he looks again, and you just disappear into a shadow. And he's like, "Wait!" And right when he looks up, he sees the house. The giant wave of fire at first, but you see pieces of shrapnel, wood, everything else, and a force wave of energy itself, of Lunal's magical wave of energy of green, waving through this red fire, hitting you, smashing you, giving you, I'm sorry, Jordan, because of that one on top of that, but it's 100 damage naturally, so 200 damage.
I am unconscious.
How do you want to do this for your knockout before we try to revive you? And then roll a death.
Flying through a building.
Here we go.
I'm gonna do a
Roll a
acrobatics.
roll a D100 for me to see what happens to you, Abner. Which direction and how high?
I'm doing the math. Hang on, I gotta do it. Well, I'm already down for the count. What the hell?
See if I can catch him with my shadow.
Oh, geez.
You said a D100. Give me 1 sec. There it is.
You tried.
86.
I'm off by a little bit, and he hits the ground instead.
You see Edward Knight reach to grab you, and all you see is Abner fly past. Yahoo!
No, what it is I tried to make a portal on
And it
his
just
lamp, and it just off
flies past, and he just hits the wall instead. Portal, I got you! He makes the portal so he can save you. You see the portal. You're like, yes, I got it! I got it! Why is the wall getting closer? Abner, roll a death save. What was that death save?
All right, first one.
That one.
Don't you jinx me. 11. That's a success.
If it wasn't
Hey, I
one,
did
you
guess
would
it.
do.
You got 2 ones.
Oh yeah, by the way, you hit the wall like a coin, and you peeled off, and you fell 25 feet. Roll death save for me.
That's a 14. Another success.
Turned out there was no cartoon.
Okay. Everybody's running to you. Part of the wall cracks and falls and hits you. Roll a death save for me.
Alright, that's a 13.
Everybody screams, "Abner, no!" thinking you're gonna die as you fuck. As we grab and move the rock. Oh, is he dead? Is he dead? Mayhem slaps your face. You spit blood right at him. Ugh! He's alive. Dick.
You
Who
know,
healed this
after
guy?
all those years of fireballs here, fireballs there, I deserve that one.
Griswold looks over him and says, "You deserve that, you stupid git."
Reuben walks up and cast first level cure wounds to you.
6 points.
All right.
Like, damn,
Almost that damage.
could have. 6 points of health. So now you have 7 points altogether. Very good.
All right.
And Griswold, out of the goodness of his heart, and with no ulterior motives at all,
Uh-oh.
gives him a healing potion.
What kind of healing potion? Is it a special
Just
healing
a straight
potion?
old healing potion.
Okay, just a regular healing potion. It's not a mimic potion? That'd be messed up. You try to drink it and it bites him.
Roll it after roll 2d20, 2d4s plus 2.
2d4s plus 2. Okay, 1 sec. 2d4s. That's a 7 plus 2, so that's 9 points of healing.
There you go.
Thank you.
Luna walks up and casts Healing Hands. Gives you 8 points of healing.
You said 8 points of healing?
8 points.
Okay.
Okay. So, now that that's done, and you see a giant crater. I want everybody to roll a perception check to see exactly what you see. It's going to be something funny. Eight. 8. What's your normal?
19 plus 13 normal. I just rolled a 19 plus 3, so 21.
John, what'd you roll for your perception check? I'm just gonna.
13 plus 14, 27.
What was it?
13 plus 14, 27.
27. Okay. With a 27. Okay, so all of you guys, even still Ruben, he sees at least one thing. He still sees his rod.
Nah, I'm too busy with my small wooden box here.
Oh, yeah.
I just reached in there and
Oh, yeah.
take out this little orange thing in the top of my mouth.
Magical thing. Oh, man. I wish I had one. Okay. 22, you're good.
Yeah.
Everybody else that looks over and sees what a giant mimic house was. The dust settles, the clouds. You just see a shiny metal rod floating in the air, locked in place, exactly where it was.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to grab that.
And a giant crater underneath it, of a hole, an explosion of depth. Now, those who rolled anything over an 18.
Nope, not Abner. I got a 14.
I got 18.
You look up and you see something big and giant standing upside down, kind of like hanging / floating off the roof of the cave. Blue-skinned, giant red mouth, white teeth everywhere, yellow eyes all blinking and looking at you from all directions, hundreds of them. As you think it was a bunch of bats at first. Those who've seen over 18 up to 20 and plus realize there is a monstrosity. And you see a floating magical book. You see a hand reach out with a giant head floating, igniting with magic on its hair.
Edward looks over towards Ludo and is like, "Is that the book we're looking for?"
No, that's the book we have to stop. We haven't found it yet. And she looks over. It's over in this direction. Do we have time? And she steps back. He smiles. I'm just observing, my children. I like to watch my food play. I don't want to play with you until you played with my friends.
Grismon takes his axe and chucks it at him.
Oh no.
Roll a wisdom save for me, please, with disadvantage.
Six.
I'm just drinking potions from my inventory to heal myself back up right now.
Grismon, in your mind, you see yourself throwing this axe. Perfectly chopping off the monster's head as you see it fall and die, and you start cheering and yeah! Oh, everybody starts cheering behind you. You start realizing you're daydreaming. And you're like stuck in this little dream. As in all reality, you're standing there drooling as your eyes are rolling back in your head as a spider wizard mimic is crawling up, sees you, pulls out his staff, and points at your head. and cast a spell. And as it hits through your brain, right as you grab your axe, that's all you start doing is first thinking you're doing. You drop to your knees as you think you're sitting down chewing on this big hunk of meat, all excited. You feel this harsh pain of a claw werewolf hand across your face. Don't fucking bite me! Mayhem rolls a 23 plus 18 with his werewolf claw. Right across your face. Right when you fight him in a daydream, as you took a chunk out of his calf, of his werewolf leg, as he steps back, and your mouth is bleeding, and you have half your face sliced open. And he just looks at you going, "What the hell are you doing?" As he looks forward and sees this creature. "Luna, is that a wizard?" And she looks back going, "No, it's worse. Anti-wizard." So that means you mean fucks, yes, that's the word. You need to learn your languages better, honey. Damn it. So, what you guys do now is you see the spider creature crawling and this other lizard creature crawling. And then a giant green-looking skinned man standing at about 12 feet tall, towering over with a giant blade on one hand and a giant hand opening up with magic with a bunch of... You would see as stars at first around his whole body, but you start realizing they're all mouths as you start hearing a bunch of laughing. And a big, strong, creepy-looking man called the Hand walks up. The Laughing Hand, as a mimic creature himself, walks up and smiles as their guardian of the last book. The wizard goes, "We kill them, we keep book. Father Mimic rewards us. Kill them." All right, guys. We'll keep into we'll have one reaction before we go back into initiative. We'll keep the initiative we have, unless you want to start a new initiative.
Oh, doesn't matter to me.
Huh?
Doesn't matter to me.
Huh?
I'll go farther.
The wizard is about 15 feet. The spider creature is about 5 feet. The hand mimic man, which I customized from the original the Laughing Hand, I added into the normal mimic too, is about 20 feet. He's walking up, getting closer. And you also start realizing behind us there are 2 to 3 gravestones. We got closer, and now tendrils are pulling out of them, and eyes and mouths are opening up from them, as mimics have just showed up behind us as well.
A 14 plus 12.
Okay, that's 26.
To hit the spider. It's 5 feet away from it.
You hit it. What are you hitting it with?
My vocal long sword.
All right, well, we're all for it. Get away. James, what are you doing for this one reaction of attack?
14 points of concentration. You're kind of like,
You heard it, but it's not going to kill. You did stop it from having an attack on you, though.
so the second swing.
You missed.
It got right up here.
Oh, it got cocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had like 3 cocked ones today. 4.
4 plus 12.
Oh. No, what's the spider? 4 plus 12. Yeah, you hit with that one. Yeah, that's 16. All right, James, what did you do?
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna run up to it and attack it with my Vorpal longsword.
If one doesn't do it, the other one doesn't. Wait, what?
First attack is a 13, but I'm gonna use a luck point.
Uh-oh. I think I'm in trouble.
First one's a 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
First one is like 9 points of damage. Second attack is an 18, but I'm going to use another luck point.
He's trying.
You never know, man.
It works. It happens.
25 a hit, though.
Oh, that's a hit. You want to run a real dice?
Nope. 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Nice, nice.
Perfect song for the Anything else I can do?
And by the way, all this music is copyrighted by DJ Thunderbase, and he is in this studio with us tonight, playing his music while we are playing the game.
Shit balls. No, that's the turn.
All right. How much damage altogether did you do? That last one. That last hit.
Oh, I'm probably gonna say like 18. Yeah, 18, 20.
You only had 10 more points of health left. How do you want to do this with this fighter? Devontae messed it up, and then you really ripped it up right at the end.
Let's see, I'm only 3 feet tall, so I'm gonna top that bitch and start staring down his head. For the eyeballs and everything.
You stab it, so I'm going to cut your head off. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to stab you. Ah! As we see this like 3 foot tall man, or 2 foot tall, yeah, 2.5 or 3 foot, 3 foot tall man with a sword that he has. It's like a short, purple long sword, cutting his head and slicing it until it becomes shish kebab. And it drops dead. The wizard freaks out, going, "What kind of group are you?"
We've seen some shit, okay? This ain't nothing.
Yeah, Luna's just like, yeah, you have no idea.
It's like a Tuesday for us, man.
Right? This is our usual Friday, but sometimes it's Tuesday, and we get tacos those days.
Tuesday.
Okay, Dom, what are you doing? There is a wizard mimic, and there's a big, scary, the hand guy. You shoot the wizard?
Go for it.
All right, drink that coffee.
Alright. So where's this wizard going to? He's like, Woody.
Never mind. You answer my question. What?
I was asking where was the wizard is. Is it like above us or?
The wizard creature is about 15 feet away from you, standing on a structure that's about 8 foot high.
Alright.
So you have plenty of an option to shoot him.
Like a sneak attack.
You have like the perfect area to shoot him. What do you want to do?
We're gonna go for the javelin this time.
Okay.
Again, perfect fun.
Fire or throw your javelin. See what happens. And remember, people, to like, share, and subscribe to Rolling to Die.
Alright, here we go.
And also to DJ Thunderbase. It's base, not boss.
19 plus 11, 30.
Yeah.
Does it hit?
Yes.
Now 4.
How much damage are you doing against this guy?
You gotta roll a d6 and find out. 3 plus 5, 11. I mean, 3 plus 5, 8. I'm sorry.
Okay, 8 damage. You damaged him. You made it so he lost his concentration to the spell. You guys are lucky. It was not going to be fun. So, you got another fire. What are you going to do with it? You going to throw another javelin?
We're gonna do a crossbow this time.
All right, you pull out the crossbow and it lights on fire. Fire away, my friend. You have a
19.
mimic slaying crossbow.
19 plus 5, 24.
You hit. You fire this fiery crossbow bolt, and it just ignites and hits the sorcerer. Or the wizard in it.
All right.
And he fails his save and is on fire.
All right.
So he takes 1 point of fire damage.
D10 plus 5.
That's 2
Here we
damage.
go. Let's do it.
All right, how much damage? You also got to roll for fire damage.
Oh, that means 6. Or
Another
1d6.
D6 on top.
D6 is 1d6. Okay. 9 plus 5, 14 for damage, and a 3 for fire damage.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And anything else? You get a bonus action, and I could end your turn, or
And the bonus action to while getting attacked, while he's being attacked.
fire twice.
Let's see. Sneak attack.
All right, he already knows you're there. Sneak attack is more your first.
Okay, minus. So for the last thing I want to do,
You shoot the crossbow again because it fires twice per turn, or you can, yeah, you can just attack it from close range with your scimitar.
Scimitar. Let's do that.
Scimitar.
All right, so scimitar.
Here we go. All right, scimitar. It's got a white letter A on it. 14 plus 3, 17. +14 + 3, 17.
All right, good to know. All right, thank you for that, James. All right, you damaged him, but he is not dead. Okay, that ends the release for their reactions to that. Grismont, you are no, sorry, Dom's on deck. Dom starts. Grismont's last Dom. Okay, so it's gonna go Dom, Mayhem, Abner, Grismont, Reuben, Edward Knight. Unless you guys want to roll a new one. I think you guys are good. All right, good to go.
Pretty much got this order twice.
Yeah, we got this order twice already, so we're just gonna go with it. All right, Dom,
Yeah.
you can attack again now. Now it's actually your turn. That was a big reaction.
All right.
A special order of first turn attack because we had a chance. So
All
pretty
right.
much a free attack.
I'm gonna go for crossbow one more time.
Order of hell is called.
Spider Tony is literally 5 feet away from me.
All right, too close. Get it away.
Nat 20 + 5, 25.
Nice.
Okay, for damage turn.
Alex never doing.
Okay,
Gigi had studied.
6
So she didn't check.
6 + 5, 11 damage, and 5 fire damage.
Okay. All right. 5 fire damage. Okay. You want to fire again for your second fire?
One more. Let's run it back with another one. Another crossbow. 18 + 5, 23.
Nice.
Okay.
Here we go.
So 23 you said? You hit. How much damage you doing?
We are doing a 10 + 5, 15 for damage, and a 2 for fire damage.
Okay. He's not dead, but he's close. You still got a bonus action. What would you like to do? Fire or throw your javelin now, or do you want to hit him with the
I'm
scimitar?
gonna throw him with javelin. Let's see if we can get him. Come on. Here we go. A 14 + 11, 25 to hit.
You hit.
All right, for damage. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Now I gotta roll for D6 for damage. For this one. A 5 + 5, 10 damage.
Okay. How do you want to do this? For the lizard.
After striking it with a crossbow twice, Kid jumps over it in an acrobatic way, throwing the javelin downward. Throwing the javelin at him directly. So what he did was like jump sideways.
Like he fired the crossbow, jumped up in the air, and chucked it from the air.
That just kind of like a volleyball jump when they
All
like
right.
spike balls.
So you jumped up in the air and you chucked this spear, or this javelin, just right through the wizard mimic's head, and just, you see it just drop its hands down dead as it's stuck there from your javelin. And appears motion. So, what do you say before you end your turn? As that ends your turn.
I have enough of these mix.
They're everywhere, aren't they?
Ugliest creatures I've ever seen.
You hear the mimic god going, "Don't say that. I want you to meet my wife one day. She is
Not interested.
like a
Not interested.
big
I don't want to see no more pictures of
The
these.
warehouse?
No, that's assistant.
Yikes.
I don't want to see no more pictures of that again.
All right, Kit. And
And,
Mayhem.
and Edward, no more.
Mayhem runs up.
No more falling for chaotic women.
Right, and swings at the hand guy. It's like 16 plus, plus 12 and a 19 plus 12. Doing 26 damage and 18 damage. His bonus action, I'm going to drop kick him.
Did
16 plus 10 for that. All right, 26. I hit him. I knocked him
Nice.
back 2 feet.
Ooh.
17 points of bludgeoning damage, which also, because I drop kick him, he flies past Grisma within the range of free attack and flies past Reuven for free attack. What are you two going to do for free attack? Yes, you get a free attack, and so does Grisma.
28 points of damage. Sorry, 28 hit.
Yes, you hit.
That is fun. I also want to let you know I have Sentinel, so his movement is now 0, and I stop in front of me.
So right as it flies,
So points of damage also.
oh, nice. Right as I drop kick it, it flies past. You see Reuven just slash it, and you just eat, boom,
So
right to the
this one
ground.
doesn't get the
So fall damage on top. Give a roll a d12 for me for fall damage on top of this.
That's funny. You know what? I'll use the crash of my sword again for a additional 10 points of damage, and then an additional d20.
Oh, yeah.
20, so 30 additional points of damage to it.
Nice. You messed him up.
And I cannot move.
So he's not dead, but he's pretty damn hurt and surprised as you see this big man that's supposed to be a 12-foot tall monster behemoth that kicks the crap out of groups like they're nothing. This little 3-foot man slashes it right across his sword, and you see him hit the ground smashing, doing a Yamcha pose.
kind of like he just slammed into a brick wall.
Funny reference, it was kind of the height of a Cyberman brewing a fucking Yamcha. Even though it was sad. It was super sad. It was so sad he Yamcha'd him. As he's not dead, but he is on the ground messed up, and he's in Sentinel now. Grismont, what is your attack? As this creature flew past you and you get a free attack, because now it's slammed against the ground thanks to James, and just sitting there in a pose of Yamcha.
Well, I take my big old hammer. Which one do I have there with? My tank hammer, and I put it right up into his keister.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Oh dear.
We're gonna play croquet then.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm gonna put my foot on it first, then I'm gonna hit it in the butt.
You wind up and twist and realize you're gonna be hitting 2 extra balls.
Net 20!
Hell yeah.
I'm guessing, I guess. Here after that.
Yeah. All right, so roll for damage.
That's funny.
I get double damage because of at 20. 6 plus 2 plus 5, 13. Plus, I get the push effect. Since it's flying over 10 feet straight away from me.
Nice.
All right. And for Luna, what she's doing is holding her turn for a casting spell. It's going to take 3 turns. All right, so Grismont, what are you doing with this hit? How much
Like I
damage
said,
was it?
I put my foot down, use my hammer and hit him right into the keister, send him flying 10 feet away. Wait, is
Hey,
the
you
building
can't.
still burning?
The thing is, you can't throw him 10 feet away as he is sentineled now, thanks to James. So right as you hit him with all this force, so much power, he stays exactly where he is, doing double damage. So your damage is doubled because you're hitting him in a solid standing point.
He is prone, so you get advantage on your tag.
And you get advantage on your attacks. All your attacks are advantage for physical attacks while he's on the ground prone. He's pretty screwed right now with your hammer. You're smash throwing him right now. So you want to swing again?
Sure.
2 more swings.
29.
Definitely a hit.
I hope I use this other one.
6 plus double damage, it's 12.
Oh, shit. We used to use it all the time. That's 15-foot reach, I think.
10.
Or 10. So long.
Yeah.
All right, so he's not dead, but man, he is hurt. Okay, so
Well, he does. I mean, I'm just making the crack bigger.
you just, oh my god.
You just got it.
You crushed his mimic monster nuts with so much force that they went inside and became innies. You turned this guy into a chick in a sense, as you hit it so hard in the ass too, and you shattered its mimic pelvic bone. Now it's a little confused and very in pain. It's never going to sit down to pee ever again. Never going to be able to do anything if you're done by the time you're done. By the way, did you roll
No, I
fire
meant
damage?
his butt. I meant his butt crack.
Oh yeah, you're hitting the whole thing. That hammer's big enough to hit the whole round. Did you roll the fire damage on top of that?
Yeah, sure, why not? 9 plus double. Plus, you said double, so it's 18.
Okay, that ends your turn. Avner,
Yes.
did we already do your turn yet or no?
Nope.
No, that was just a past turn. Sorry. Kit did his thing. Mayhem and Lunal did theirs. Now it is your turn, Avner, and then Grismont's after Avner. And then Reuben, you're after Grismont.
All right.
You guys like
question.
how I've been faster on this? You thank James for that. He corrected my error. Go for it, guys.
So,
All right.
do I have enough room to be gargantuan?
Mayhem does have enough room. No, not gargantuan. No.
Never mind then.
There's a giant hole technically in the ground, so you can if you go over the giant area of the hole. It's like 10 feet deep or more.
But then
maybe.
you wouldn't be able to move from that location.
Not for a minute. So you want to try and transform into a giant dragon or something?
Yeah, because I only have 24 HP, so.
You're breathing heavy. You look over. You're pulling a Vegeta. You're like, make it a moon. And there you are. Shiny, big, metal, and angry. As you see Avner step back several feet from us and tells Grismont to move as we're shifting you guys over this way. As a giant dragon just explodes out, smashing into a bunch of stuff behind him, his tail and his butt and his wings, and just erupts. As he is down on the ground with this monster guy. He's dead over here. You killed the spider over there. The only thing that's left is the flying mimic and the big guy that you guys are pummeling in the ground horribly. He is not really having a good day right now.
There's a big spitfire.
Yeah, the flying creatures are there too. Okay, Abner,
Yes.
what are you doing after transforming this giant dragon? And that's going to take one action. You have a bonus action left.
That's fine with me. I'm going to use the that was not that one. It's the sorcerer's ability. At level 20, you're able to do a draconic presence. So you're able to do a radius of, I think it's 120 feet. Let me double check.
Yeah, big intimidation. So like a big.
Either make my opponents be frightened of me or in awe of me.
Okay, so either an ooh, ah, or holy shit.
Let me see. Let's see. Intimidation.
There it is. So I have to spend 5 sorcery points, and it's 60 feet. Now it's 120 feet, 60 feet.
So I'm going to have this called a fear check for everybody.
All right, and it's a DC of 19, Wisdom save.
And your answer is wisdom save, everybody, of a 19. As he just abruptly transformed behind
17
us.
plus 3, 30, 20.
I rolled a 19, so did Boone.
19.
19. Don, what'd you roll?
And this is roll for
Wisdom save.
Okay. A nat 20 plus 8, 28.
Nice.
What'd you roll, Devontae?
17 plus 3, 30, 20.
All right, what'd you roll, Chris? For your Grismont?
There right now.
Wisdom save.
Fearless and not, he's a goddamn dragon. He just transformed. We gotta go. Oh shit.
And see, that is why I train so hard.
What'd you roll, Chris?
I got an 8.
no.
Oh, no.
Yikes.
Everybody. Don, what was your 20? 24?
Mine was a nat 20 plus 8.
Oh, yeah.
28.
So everybody's fine except for Grismont. As everybody looks up and like, oh, it's Abner. Yeah, oh, it's Abner. Grismont, though, is not used to Abner always transforming into a dragon. This time he went full mode. Grismont only witnessed him in like medium, large dragon form. Now he went gigantic. He went from colossal to like ×2 of a colossal to a gigantic. Just
Hey, Spitfire,
even bigger.
he came full
Gigantic.
dragon.
Did you forget he could do that?
How could I?
Grismont for once is shock and awe. Kind of
Yep.
like you had a flashback, Grismont, of a Swigget. And then at the same time you remember also seeing a Chaos Demon like this at one point fighting. Being huge, giant wings. And you're going, I fought things like that. Now what do you say to that, Grismont, if you have a memory flashback from your old home of lore?
I fought bigger lizards than you.
All right, Abner, what do you say to that when you hear that from Grismont?
Well, basically, I speak in Draconic, bellowing out a loud roar towards any enemies within 60 feet of me. I just scream out, "Kneel before the dragon of Sindrasil" in Draconic.
The Mimic Lord. Okay. He rolls a nat 30.
Oh.
Whoa!
He rolls the DM dice. Nat 30. Sindrasil, you say? Are you your father?
Oh,
no.
In fact, I based my body off him so many years ago as I slayed him. Your mother, on the other hand,
Oh no. Oh no.
she was a Spitfire just like you.
Yeah, runs in the family.
Way though, will you? I want you to do a wisdom save for me as he's doing a intimidation to you.
All right, I'm on it. Wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. Nat 20 plus 2, 22.
As he blinks all his eyes in a unison. You withstood me unlike your mother. I commend you. But for how long? Back to my puppets. Let them play with you. As that ends your turn now.
Yep.
Grismont, it's now your turn. Reuben, you're on deck.
Then I jump onto Owen's back.
Oliden, the giant dragon. Yes, if you want to. Roll a acrobatics or athletics check to see if you can run and jump onto its back.
I don't consent.
23.
Doesn't matter if he succeeds. You jump successfully onto his back. Where do you jump?
Dragon is
Is there about to be a
A bucking bronco right now.
yeah. Well, more of a bucking dragon.
Bucking drago.
Ah, yes.
We got a bucking drago over here. Grismont jumps and flips right onto the back of the neck. Do you want to wrap a rope around his neck, or you just want to hang on to one of his spike spines from his?
I'll wrap a rope around his neck.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Roll a dexterity check to make sure you can throw this around.
Do I get advantage?
Then he's gonna need
Yes,
to
you
roll
do.
a strength.
Because you successfully landed on it. And Jordan hasn't purposely fucked with you yet.
Yeah.
He's probably going to wait until you're all nice and snuggled in and say, ready? Yeah.
Woo!
17.
All right, Grismont, what did you roll?
I got 17.
You succeed as you catch the rope on both sides and wrap them around your hand as they wrap around his neck, kind of like like for a horse or something. But because it's so big, it's at his neck instead of his mouth.
But I also don't want to get involved in this fire.
Yeah, it just melts off. So, it's just good to hang on now. What are you going to do?
I wave my axe at tally forth, you stupid git.
What do you say, Abner, as your giant dragon, as he says this, tally ho, you stupid git?
Uh-oh.
This is gonna get ugly.
What does Abner Sindrasil say? He just got mounted by an orc. He called a git. Not only a git, stupid git.
I say, I'm not your ride, but I'll let this slide.
Nice rhyming.
It makes him more powerful. So, that ends Grismont's turn, so all the action he had to do. All right, Reuben, what are you doing? And then Edward Knight, you're on deck.
What can I do?
The big guy is on the ground. You can go up and,
Yeah, I think if he's on the ground floor, I'll go for second place.
You take that head off. Decapitation!
16 on the first hit.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, I got one for the two. Okay. 21, sorry for the first hit.
That's a hit.
Yeah, second. Net 20 for the second one.
How you want to do this?
As he's on the ground, I'm gonna look at him going, it's just sad, man. And I just, watch out!
Rowan looks at you. You're so small. How can something so small beat me? You take his head and lift it up or something?
He just, that's okay.
His head rolls. Talking shit for the last couple seconds. How can something of a short shrimp beat me? His body starts melting and turning into goo. There's only one enemy left before the big boss.
Wait.
Oh, actually, technically, still a couple. And the book.
You know, just call that a pinball machine.
All right, Edward Knight, it's your turn. If you're doing that, Mayhem is finishing his reaction, getting close enough to the fifth book.
Okay, so
I have to roll while you're doing your turn. 23.
I am going
Mayhem grabs
to
the book.
take flight
Okay.
to head up to the flying guy.
All right. You are now within the same height, about 15 foot.
I'm gonna get move within. I will move within 10 feet.
All right, we're within 10 feet. Now you're both flying within a 15-foot height, but you're 10 feet
Come
away.
on, get in there.
I don't want to.
Oh! Ha ha! Ha 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 ha!
Oh no, what happened? Nat 20.
19 plus 12.
Ooh, a 19. Still,
And
wait,
since
correct.
I am a fighter,
It's double damage, but it's not decapitation.
no, because it's not even with the vorpal.
Oh shit, what are you hitting with?
My halberd.
Ooh.
I fly up, and as I'm flying up, I unhook my halberd off my back, and it's like, it's time for good old fate.
Bringing you out of retirement.
He's bringing forth the helper for retirement.
The first memory of this weapon, when it was first revealed, was the second episode off screen where Edward Knight showed himself to Reuven and Calm and Abner as he decapitated a Minotaur in front of us for the first time meeting us.
You should be- What took you so long to use it?
15. Anything with fire damage, as this weapon does have fire damage?
Yes, and that's the next thing I'm doing because I am doing the swing, make it 13 plus 9.
How do you want to do this?
With 12 points of fire damage.
Yeah, he had 5. He only had 5 hit points left after last hit. He was already messed up.
So basically, he just sees this fiery being just all of a sudden just start flying up towards him, unhooking a massive weapon off the back, and is like, what is going on?
Is that a fly swatter? Splat. My fortune cookie said it would die this way. Splats and dies. You cut it right in half. Its wings hit. All that's left are these two hands. They both jump down, both like things. That's all. What do you guys do? They're both half damaged from the fire explosion from earlier. They're right
I
next.
still have
One's
one more
next to you.
action.
One's too far from you. The other one's pretty close though. One's 15 feet away.
Okay. Is anyone within 20 feet of me?
Just that one. Oh, everybody's technically within around you, but you're the only one that's closer is Mayhem. Yeah, you just got the book. I got the book. Do you want to get something?
I need both the hands to make a dex.
Am I in this or need a dex save too?
If you're within 20 feet.
I am. I got a 16 plus 8.
That's good.
24. Oh, sorry, 16. 16 plus 5.
You,
They got
your
a,
main roll was over it anyway.
Okay, they get a 10 and 11.
That is a third level fireball.
Woo!
Damage.
Doing 18 points of fire damage to
Okay. How do you do this?
him.
Whoa.
So there's just these two annoying hands. Reminds me of someone.
And they
Have a little taste of this.
hey,
Wait,
those
is
two.
that mayhem? Crap!
After you already launched it and say it, Mayhem looks over to these two hands about to jump at him, going, "Hey, those kind of remind me of Valnir, but these ones are bigger. I wish I had magic to hit him from a whoa." I take half damage. How much damage?
That was 18 points of damage. So
All right,
9 damage for you.
I take 9 points of damage as I hit the wall, going, "Oh, son of a hooker!"
Because I don't think fire is doubled for him, is it?
For these are mimic hands, so yes.
Oh.
Take double. Mimics take double damage to fire.
Mayhem shakes his head as all the enemies are gone, and he runs back to Lunal as she finally gets her third turn in. Looking over at Mayhem, "You have it!" As she reaches out with it, and she opens her hand with the book. And right when she grabs it,
I'm smoking.
snaps the fingers. Yeah, he's pretty much on fire right now. Ah! With a magical book in his hand, running with it. And Luno grabs it from him, and she goes and looks at the mimic creature and goes, "You know the nice thing about being a master of time and magic after thousands of years of being trapped in time? What is that, darling? I have fought you so many times, I know what your weaknesses are. You don't like time." Snaps her fingers. And right when he goes, "What do you..." Within this vicinity of this room, of this area, she has stopped time for 12 hours.
Oh.
Yeah.
She looks over going, "Don't do anything stupid. Don't attack anything. Just rest." As you hear her breathing heavy, you see her sweating a lot, going, "This spell takes a while." And she starts falling to hit the floor as Mayhem grabs her and catches her. "No one attack the monster." As he looks over, "Or this will turn off, and we'll be down one wizard. Everybody rest." As you see him sit down Indian style, holding her in his arms. And you see him using his fur as he throws it back from the fire to try to cuddle her and grabs a blanket over her. For all the rest of you, he grabs and throws out this. You would see, it looks like a stone creature that rolls out and transforms into like a little golem. And it makes a fire pit. And it looks over and waves at everybody. And it turns into a small chair.
I activated a small bonfire.
Well, there you
I
go.
have created bonfire as a cantrip.
So as it's set there, it just needs fire. It turns into a small chair that's the size of somebody for like Reuben to sit in, but nothing else. Not unless you guys are small characters. The rest of you, there's plenty of room to sit around, and there's a few pieces of rocks and wood, kind of like sit down in a sense for like sitting.
I want to spend 11 minutes and to create a tiny little hut.
All right, create a tiny little hut.
Let's see.
As you do that, Mayhem's going to do the same.
Same. I'm gonna create the bonfire first,
Okay.
and then do the.
We have 2 bonfires going, just enough for the whole group. As half the group sits at one, the other half of the group sits the other before they start making their tiny little huts with some. Other people pull out their bedrolls next to them. Grismont, where do you lay down for your rest as everything is frozen in time for 12 hours. Technically 11 hours and so many minutes now.
I lay on top of Oswin's back, tying my arm to the rock so you can't throw me off.
Abner?
Yeah.
You tie yourself to Abner?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you
it-
sure
Abner.
about that?
So he was sitting on top of you as a giant dragon. He straddled himself and wrapped his one arm around the rope, extremely nice and tight. I want you, Prismont, to do a dexterity check to see how well you wrap your hand without screwing up a knot and falling asleep and falling off.
Advantage?
No, it's this is about dexterity, about how using your hands, dexterity, tying right. And strength was that's more about yanking.
Dex with an advantage?
Yes, your character is intelligent enough to know how to tie a knot. So we pursue.
Use strength also be to make sure you can hold on.
Yeah.
7 plus 3, 10.
Ugh. You wrap it around thinking it's nice and snug. You believe it's snug. All in reality, it's not. What you believe it is.
So then it makes it so.
In orc logic, it does. So I want you to do a wisdom check with advantage, please. Does your orc presence of the believing it so make it actually wrap right?
Even if it's not right.
Every character has something unique about them. I love it, and that's how the whole point goes.
But it's a double-edged sword.
It is. Now, what was it?
A 13.
13. It exceeds the threshold of 12. So, as you think you're about to fail, your orky brain believes it so as a certain loop you've missed goes through, and you pull it just right. Now, I need you to do a strength check to make sure you can actually hang on if you pass out.
With advantage.
Oh, obviously with advantage because you're an orc. You at least have that. You failed one thing, you succeed with another. If you succeed with this, you won't fall off, unless Jordan rolls a net. Okay, 19. Now you're snug on. Abner,
Yeah.
what do you want to do for your rest? Or do you want to decide to play bucking bronco with him for a while because everything's frozen in time? You just want to run around the town part and smash everything with an orc on your back. As long as you don't attack the mimic god, nothing will activate because everything else is dead in this area. Except for near the water area, but we're not going to go there because you guys want to mess with that. It's worse. What do you mean it's worse?
No, I'm just gonna lay down and make
All
sure
right.
my head's screwed up so the orc doesn't fall off my head.
All right,
No
Grismont,
promises.
Grismont, you hang on tight. You expect him to go for a row or fight. As he first stands up, at first shrugs his shoulders, and you're like, "Oh, get ready!" And then he lowers down, puts his head down, raises his wings up, kind of like a little hut over you a little bit, and sets him a certain way with his arms so he can just sleep. You see his head placed right down on the rock, and partial dead, whatever's left of the house, just that, and just for fun. But you don't have that smell of that dead cooked mimic on you anymore because you now are a dragon. Okay,
Edward
Reuben,
does.
you within all that time, you now have made your tiny hut. Dom, what does your character do? Good answer. Dom's out. Literally, he's knocked out. I don't know how.
Oh, poor Dom.
That's fine. Just make sure it doesn't fall. What do you do, James, for Reuben?
Oh, he just pulled out a little sleeping bag and he just said it was good.
All right. He goes to sleep. How happy Dory until at least an hour, so everybody take a full rest. Edward Knight, you go into your hut. Yep. You go into yours. Mayhem puts Luna into the hut for his, and he sits outside the hut guarding it. Grisma, where do you go to sleep? Do you want to sleep near one of the fires? There's 2 fires. They're both about 10 feet apart. Perfect middle spot.
Fire.
All right. Kit for Dom, we'll have him sleep somewhere with his sleeping bag across one of the fires as well, like next to it, about 5 feet away so it doesn't catch on fire. Everybody else that was empty sleep, they show up and lay down. All right. And for that, everybody takes a long rest for their characters. Regenerates all their spells and skills. And next week will be the boss battle of the Mimic God Dragon himself. So, tune in next week for Rolling to Die at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And remember, we're done with the bullshit. It's a crazy clown world out there. To you all, and to you all, good night. Anybody want to say anything before we end this tonight?
Tune in on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Chaotic Minds podcast. Be there or be square.
All right. Did anybody say anything for you?
My new album is out.
Woohoo!
Now, it is now out on all streaming platforms. So, go and take a listen to Internal Vibration.
That sounds like a really cool title name. All right, guys, girls and squirrels, check that out with Rolling to Die, and check that out with DJ Thunderbase for Eternal Vibrations. Internal Vibrations. When you get the rumbles in the tummy, sometimes you need to listen to some DJ Thunderbase. Don't ask. No music, no. Yeah, here we go. The wrong button. Sorry, guys, girls and squirrels. Our ending is slow. I had a button.
Slow like this.
We're gonna do the Gundam ending. That's
Jazz
what
hands.
mine is. Plus, it just sounds cool.
ここでクラクションが鳴ります。デッキが開きました。チェックリストを見ると心が開かれた気分になる。少し感動していないように見えるなら私単にじめて続きが嫌いなだけです。この船は決して弁解できない。ノブイン全員が再始動について考えている。これは決して続くつもりではなかった。 父がトラスのクーポンを日消したところです。巨大マグネトロンに費やした今私は未来を私たちに引き寄せることができます。私はあなたを私の仲間だと考えています。ガンダムこの船は決してて分解できないのグリーン全員が再始動について考えている。これは決して続くつもりではなかった。過去から学べると思うかもしれませんがそろそろ3でこの船は決して分解できないログイン全員が再始動について考えている。これは決して続くつもりではなかった。過去から学べると思うかもしれませんがその3人
It screams!
Fireball!